God, I hate finding a cool map, like, as I'm supposed to start.
Right.
God, I hate it so... This is... They've got the whole thing! Oh god, oh god. Oh, I can't go on this one.
It'll set up its time.
We'll set up in a moment, okay? I want to see how much they let me explore. Air. Oh god, they've got all the stuff up there. Alright, alright, well... We'll fucking start. Wait. What door did we come in? Came in here. iPixel. Hey, it's the cutest Bwat. Good morning. What the fuck? Hi, Riddle. Alright. Right here. Right here is fine.
I am so gonna German suplex you how much you broke my ankles.
There we go. Oh my god, guys. My allergies are fucking annoying today. First, fuck. Sure, Whittle, sure. Good morning, Ewan. My toasted cheese pancake. It was actually Stream Elements that was first. iPixel. Oh, this is the mailroom. No, it's not. The mailroom's up there. This is like the lobby. Hi, Smug. Yo, same blah. Wait, little hi, Smug. I'm late. This guy, I swear. Normally, I do all this before stream. But today I was like, let's go find a spot in Dragon Roost Island. And then I just explored Dragon Roost Island. Oops. Alright, if I'm here... Yeah. Turn that off. Okay. That there. Put this here. The music is incredibly low for you guys. God, I have it at 80. I always get nervous when I have to turn the world volume up to like 80. I'm like, ugh, that's so high. Stop huffing flowers, Ewan. I don't know what has my allergies so bad today. Do I see the cute and adorable Icy Fire in Ewan? Hi, Nick. You do. You do see myself and Icy Fire. Crazy that a lobby doesn't have a sofa. Ankles. We're stretching. We're stretching. Oops, I accidentally enjoyed the details in a map. May the tears I shed in 2024 lube the cheeks I'll plap in 2025. Ari, you should not use tears as lube. There are much better alternatives. Hi, Yuki. Hi, Global. Hi, Yumlamb. You know, I very seriously considered being like a lamb/sheep OC initially. But then I knew two others and I was like, ah. I don't want to, like, not steal their thing, because obviously Lamb is a very common OC, very common femboy aesthetic, but Sheepland, it was a consideration. 7 consecutive streams. I can't wait to break that tonight with Stardew. This one. Hello, you adorable. Oh my goodness. Are you Icy Fire, Yuki? Yuki is best cutie. Sheeplin. Wow, so mean. I don't try to, Yuki. It's just that's how Stardew goes. I've blown my nose like 3 times this morning, and I'm still just like, ugh. Where it lunges. Not the best Euland is. Oh my goodness. Huh. Go out on a picnic. Make him a slimy wet mass. Or making him a wet slimy mass. Huh? Did you see my recommendation to you, Euland? Was this on Discord?
E.
I did. My fucking airhead has already forgotten it. The modeler? Yeah. I did. I didn't say anything about this, but there's like 10 of these that get reposted on the Satisfactory subreddit every day. So I appreciate the thought. But yes, I have seen this one.
Perfect. I've sent you the correct copy paste.
Ah yes, Femboy Lamb Sheet Goat VTuber. Very original. Look, it's not about being unique and original, okay? When you start shooting for, like, unique and original, you start getting weird OCs like this bioluminescent sea slug that only exists around vents at negative 3,000 meters on the ocean floor. It's just like... And 2, here's the big thing, Air. When you, the more unique you go with your OC, the harder it is to have any commission work done on it. The more generic and bland you are, like this, like standard dude with pink hair, the easier it is to, like, do work with. But if I had an OC that was like, okay, there's 2 heads, it's got a bunch of, like, tentacles coming out of its back, it has a bunch of spikes on its arms and legs, its stomach splits in a weird mouth thing. The more stuff you add like that just makes, like, rigging harder, fan art harder, everything needs to be custom. It's just such a headache to deal with. Are you Pixel? You can be, wooled up with me. Fleeced up bro sitting in a hot tub, not a furry, by the way. Yeah? I press X. Everybody like the sheep fucker. Where's that deep sea vent tube worm VTuber? I can think of like 3. Sounds as complicated as trying to make arcane stuff work with Warframe. It only works on Tuesdays while holding an empty can of Budweiser Light. See, I don't see Warframe having problems like that. Although they have some annoying arcanes, they've moved away from it. Diablo 4 is the one that has like fucking legendary effects and stats like that. Where it's like cold damage while fortified. It's just like, what? Who cares about this? This stat sucks. Head pats. It's also recognizability and brand building in some weird way. Think big brands that are transitioning to simple logos. Yeah, but that's... I mean, yes, it is, but you don't want to go too simple, right? Like, with a lot of VTubers, the more recognizable you are, the more you'll stand out. I don't know why all these big brands are changing their logos to the most basic-ass Times New Roman font But it sucks. Fruit de Loom with a cornucopia. That's just a Godzilla enemy, Ewan. Yeah? Oh my god, my nose. I hate it. Not even Times New Roman, it's Serif Arial. I don't actually know what the font is. I just said Times New Roman because I know that's like a super basic font. For anybody that doesn't know, almost every brand in the world, Google, Apple, Twitter, every single one of them that at one point had unique logos. They used like very interesting fonts. They've all just decided we need to do what everyone else is doing. And so they're using serif Arial font for their logo now. And it literally just, it's like the death of creativity. Sans serif, oh my god. Just take your nose off for the stream. Dude, I would if I could today, holy. Alan, did you know that Switch 2 will have 2 docks, in which you have to dock one, dock into the other? Totally serious, my bee. I didn't, Yuki. I did see that there's been a lot of leaks about it lately. I did see that we have the first confirmed game for Switch 2, because a developer was talking about their game, and saying that it was confirmed for Switch 2. Well, the new Switch. Is it a hentai game? I don't think so. Is it Splatoon 7? No. Aren't you pro docking? Not particularly. Oh my god, guys, my nose. I hate it so much. Where are we? Cami stretch. This time with one extra weapon and half of... Here's the thing, I couldn't even blow it if I tried. Right now I'm just trying to, like, move shit around in my nose. And if it moves enough, then I can blow it. But right now, it just feels like there's something fucking clanging around 3 inches up my nose. I'm like, I hate this. How are you, Ewan? I'm good, other than my allergies. Right now, my allergies are driving me nuts. Oh, and Splatoon 7 will have new idols to goon over. Realistically, they're only on Splatoon 3, right? Next is Splatoon 4 if they do it again. You want me to suck it out like they do with babies? God, no. God, no. Oh, that sounds awful. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hi, Zuvi. I finally did it. You finally started a satisfactory save after downloading it last night? Proud of you. Icy, don't let him bully you. What am I doing to him? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah. Ugh. Not like this. That's one of those things like, I don't like thinking about that. Ugh, that's just so gross. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Iron Mouse got her channels back. I'm pretty sure everybody heard that yesterday. But yay. Global's clearly talking about your 90-degree Scots where you don't head pat me anymore. Because Global was totally aware of this before this very message. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, when I was a kid, I have asthma. I had asthma in elementary school. I haven't really had to deal with it since then. I don't know if I, like, still have it or not. Hi, Dr. Error. Sometimes I need to go to sleep at the hospital? Oh. "17-minute plank start. Oh, we're behind schedule today. Cuteland. That sounds expensive. We do like the sound of the squeak every time you touch it. I also like that sound. "3 minutes plank. Dr. E. Hello, Dr. Air. You got this? Hell yeah. Today is Tuesday. That means we have Stardew Valley today. We also have a WoW raid today. And that's probably what I'm more excited for. Well, that was the 19th. It was doable. Only 2 hours, 59 more minutes to go. Did I say 3 hours? 3 minutes. God damn it. Icy Fire, why are you dancing? He's dancing to cheer me on in my plank. Not that anyone ever needs a reason to dance. Strike down Valky. 1 minute down. Jump on that cake, Icy. Okay. Halfway there. 1 minute, 30 seconds down. Guys, I hate planking. Also, no, you didn't say hours. I'm just being a casual. God damn it. 1 minute, 15 seconds left. Ow. 2 minutes down. 1 more minute of planking. Guys, I hate planking so much. Stardew Valley today. I need to look up stuff about the Crimson Badlands first, because I need to know how we do that, so it doesn't take us 10 fucking sessions. And then WoW Raid today. I think this week is our last week of normal. And then we'll just go straight to Heroic every time. Maybe do the last 2 bosses with the skip. 25 more seconds. Okay, time to go ass up, head down, planting tomatoes. I hope it goes fast, Riddle. 15 seconds. God, why is it so slow today? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. That fucking sucked, bro. Ow.
You did it.
I did, thank you. Icy Fire Boo. Icy Fire, did you get any head pats? Here, he can have one more. Oh god, ow. Am I lined up? Not even a little bit. The good kind? What's the good kind, huh? Are you gonna get the Potemkin plushie? I think your allergy also kicked you down today. It might have. It very much might have. I don't think I can get behind these boxes. No, there's not really room behind them. I just gotta go off screen over here. Okay. Calibrate. And then, in case people join me, we're gonna go to the main area. They don't have to find me. Where would be a non-annoying spot to stand? The problem is these maps are made for fucking Toon Link, who's tiny. But I stand here and I'm a fucking giant compared to everything. The fuck? What is this? Oh my god! What the fuck was that? That was so loud. Jesus. Okay, I'm just gonna be over here. That's what I kind of liked here. I'm gonna be right here. Yeah, sorry for how loud that splash was, guys. That caught me by surprise. We have a new video! I actually finished recording and editing a video yesterday. Yuland, you scare me, I'm leaving. Do I actually scare you? I don't think I'm scary, I thought the sound was scary. Just kidding, that was fucking loud. This is the Ringing Deeps. It's the second zone of the War Within. Sadly, no, Yuki. I lack the materials to make one manifest. Missing component, money. First scoop. I managed to get 1 inch on the BBIRT. I don't know what that is. It's fucking hard. Wait, just want to bust a bank? Easy money. And you scare me, I'm leaving. If you decide to put the tail on the avatar, may I please pet the tail? Yes. Of course. Just kidding, that was fucking loud. How are you, Riddle? Banks or zoners? I have a better chance catching a brisket yo-yo with a pot buster than catching a bank. True. I have an idea then. So in the War Within, they have a bunch of vertical zones. Well, I say vertical. They have a like, top zone, and then, like, 3 underground zones. And they split them up on charts, so, like, they're technically overlaid each other. To, like, go between them, you go through a loading screen. However, they have new tech from Dragonflight that makes it so that it's a seamless load screen. But what they do is they make you go through this cavern. This tunnel is called the Coreway. And in going through this core way, they kind of just make you fly through it for a minute. And that's when it does the seamless loading screen. And so you'll see I'm walking down it, but all these people are like flying down it. That's them loading the game. Core mention, damn it. Okay, times goes by. Have a good one, Dr. Air. I hope your workday goes fast. I have an idea then. Hi, Nick, doing good for now. Since tack collectors are rushdowns, those are very easy targets for you. I like what you're thinking, how our air. Or mentioned, I'm so happy she's back. I thought I was going to get to see her some yesterday, but I think she got home and just immediately went to bed. Imagine RP walking while everyone is flying. Yeah, I am stealth. So it's not like they're seeing me and being like, what the fuck is that loser doing? Somebody actually walking the core way? There are a few times I have to unstealth them. I'll try and point out Pixel. But there's a lot of city guards that have true sight. Basically so that rogues can't just kill people in the middle of town and vanish. But there's a lot of times where I'm going through a town where I will unstealth. Typically people don't care about somebody RP walking. She's back. She is. However, she's not back for long. Where is Freya? She's not here, Nick. She doesn't get on until like an hour or two into the stream. She spends time with her daughter before getting on. I promise you, it's every day. It might be different on Saturday and Sunday. She has a very routine schedule, though. She gets up in the morning, takes son to the bus, spends about an hour with daughter, and then gets on VR chat and sets up her treadmill. Hi, Juice. Juice So Sour just subscribed for 11 months in a row. Thanks to Matthews. I didn't quite get the routes I fully wanted in this video. There was one section I really wanted to do, but I discovered last time I was recording that there's these fucking asshole mobs that are called sneak spotters and just see through stealth. And I didn't want to bother anyone to like mass kill them for me. It's the Juicy. Hi. Would Juice So Sour be the Juicy? I feel like if I see someone called the Juicy, I think of Xenos from Final Fantasy XIV. Juice? I don't know. Juice feels very distinct from Juicy. What? Juice is a very, like, comfy and small aesthetic. He does not have, like, a voluptuous, a plump or juicy aesthetic. I have never seen Juice use a curvy model or avatar in my life. I hear Juicy and I immediately think FF14 meme. Same. I think of a... Ah, so the prey has finally sharpened its claws. And you just see his fat fucking ass from behind. That exact scene on the castle with all the flowers around him. That's what I think when I see Juicy. Gargantuan Bahonkakers. Juice, I just want you to know that I don't care about your boobs. I think they're great being flat, and I think they'd be great as Gargantuan Bahonkakers. I think what's important is the juice that they're attached to, okay? I just want you to know that. You'll be dropping steak fat. Juice spin. Juice wave. I don't know why. Well, I know why. I've been holding the holidays till like 2 hours into stream. I don't really need to do that. I was basically just waiting for Icy Fire to wake up those days. Or we just got it ranting. But Icy Fire's here and I haven't started yapping on something yet. Let's go over the holidays. Festival of Latest Novelties Day. This is, I guess, a cool concept. It's literally just a festival of, like, cool shit coming out in technology in the world. Sure, why not? Gallbladder and Good Health Day. Nerds, Kanago spin. Yeah, gallbladder and good health is important, I suppose. Kiss Day. Just K-I-S-S. I don't know if this is for the band or just kissing, but it's Kiss Day. Alright, this one's kind of lame in my opinion. Lash Stylist Day. Not a hairstylist day. Not a, like, beautician day. Specifically lash stylist. Apparently eyelash stylists specifically get a holiday. Doctors, metal stylers. Oh shit, it's the time of the year then. All tech stocks are gonna go up for like a straight month and dip in mid-spring. Huh. Bluebird of Happiness Day. I should have looked this one up. I don't think it's about Twitter. But Bluebird of Happiness Day is today. Cherries Jubilee. Sure. I don't really like cherries, but you guys know me in food. I don't like a lot of things. Twitter Happiness Food. Horchata Day. I had to look up what a horchata was. It's a drink. Cool. I think it's, you know, the actual bluebird, Elon. I would assume that. But I also have, like, my brain is wired. I think bluebird, I think Twitter. Hi, North Prince. Chat, do this. Thank you. It smells like hot chocolate but tastes like tea? Huh. Okay. It's tea. I looked it up and I was like, drink, cool. The pictures of it look comfy. It looks like a very foamy chocolatey drink, but yeah. Smells like hot chocolate, tastes like tea. That's interesting. It's Punctuation Day. Sure. Fucking nerds. Why do nerds have so many holidays? And then the last holiday today? Schwenkfelder Thanksgiving. So the Falls Hydra situation all over again. The what? Schwenkfelder Thanksgiving. So apparently, there's many different Thanksgivings. And the Schwenkfelder one is the longest running Thanksgiving tradition in the United States. Apparently it started like 1784? Maybe when they told me it tasted like hot chocolate. And then I cry because it didn't. Jocks, nerds. God. Back when Family Guy was good. You know, seasons 1 to 4, or 1 to 6, or whatever. I remember one joke. There was like a bunch of kids getting destroyed in dodgeball by all the athletic buff kids. And Jesus is on the team of the jocks. And this kid goes, but Jesus, you said the meek would inherit the earth. And Jesus goes, yeah, when we're done with it. And he fucking pelts this kid in the face and chest bumps one of the jocks. That shit was funny. I played Planet Crafter yesterday. Mondays are finally free. Fenril and I beat the game. We got 2 of the 3 endings. We did one ending to fully terraform the planet and leave. I was there, YouTube. You think that's going to YouTube? We, fully terraformed the planet. We left. The Corpo ending is a little like, oh man, it's not a perfectly happy. It's not the worst thing. People portray it online as like, this is the bad ending. I'm like, it's not necessarily that bad. Time to see how long it takes for Yulin to fill that schedule back to max capacity. NTR ending. Did you guys really beat it? We didn't see one of the 3 endings, but yes, it is beaten. And we're not going to be playing it next week. 2 of 3 endings. We did the good ending as well. Which doesn't really seem like that good of an ending. I don't know, I don't want to spoil anything, but all of the endings seem kind of bad. The ending we didn't do... The ending we didn't do requires a shit ton of trade tokens. And so both of us are just like, yeah, we're not going to farm that. That fucking sucks. And so we just agreed not to do it. I don't know what that ending looks like. However, apparently there's an old version of the ending. So it used to be one way, and then it has been redone. What it used to be was... So it's the smuggler ending. The smuggler ending is... you get off planet, and a smuggler basically hides you from the Corpo guys. In the old smuggler ending, the smuggler kills you, chops you up into a bunch of pieces, and then sells your body parts to the Corpo corporation that was like sending you to the planet anyway. So in the old smuggler ending, you just fucking died. Rich date night. In the new one, I don't know what happens, but I assume they don't fucking kill you. NTR ending. Next week, Satisfactory? God, no. Satisfactory I'm playing on my own. So you've done a bad and good ending. Just needed the true ending. Well, here's the thing. The bad and good ending both seem like okay endings. And the third ending isn't a true ending. It's like... I think it's gonna be... I think all 3 of them are like equivalent in like, this isn't the perfect solution. This isn't like the worst thing ever. Because the Corpo ending, you complete your task. You go up to space, and they're like, okay, you were a convict, so we're not just going to let you go. We're basically going to send you to detention. And we're going to evaluate your progress and see if you broke any laws to do this. And if you did, then we are going to, maybe add on some time to your sentence. But otherwise, you'll be cleared of your crimes and free to go. Right? It's kind of like, you're not off yet. There's some bureaucracy and red tape to go through still, but for the most part, good job. And then the other one was, you found some aliens and you're gonna go meet up with them. Considering the story, yeah. The smuggler new ending will be they will use you as an alien breeding stock. I think the rating of the game would have to change for that one. That sounds kind of fucking like a great dojin, though. Mugplap. I don't know. I feel like I have seen hundreds of pieces of art or dojins about that exact concept, specifically involving Samus Aran. I remember... Oh, you've just reminded me of a webcomic. In this webcomic, this girl was, like, really demotivated with, life on Earth. She really hated the rat race. She really hated the constantly need to earn money. There was nowhere to go because every, like, square inch of land in the world had been bought out. And, you know, you had to pay to live anywhere. There was no more wilderness. The world was essentially like Coruscant, where it was just a big city on the planet. And so this girl, she decides she's gonna escape from it all. So she makes an RV, retrofits it to be like a space rocket / space station, and she takes her RV into fucking space in an orbit and just starts living a self-sufficient life there. She's making her own food, making her own water, recycling everything that goes through the ship. But, like, it's essentially just her living in an RV orbiting Earth. And, at some point, an alien spaceship comes up next to her, and they need help. And so they dock onto her ship, her RV ship, and she fixes something for them. And then she fucks the alien. And then he keeps coming back because he's like, this is great. And she's like lonely because she lives in an RV in fucking orbit by herself, right? And so she likes the idea of this alien boyfriend. And because he's not human, he's not like all the other humans on Earth that only care about getting a promotion and earning money. She's into him. I doubt I would be able to find this book. Maybe I could. Bluebird of Happiness Day is observed each year on September 24th. Bluebirds have long been associated with joy, happiness, and luck. Okay. Booty call alien. Yeah. This area here is like the biggest establishment of kobolds we've ever seen in World of Warcraft. This is like a kobold city. A thriving metropolis. You can tell it's extravagant because they have so many candles. There's a lot of people that farm this area. Because there's a lot of cosmetics you can get from just, like, farming wax out here. So there is literally always just dozens of people out here mass killing kobolds. Where's the kobold brothels, then? Pixel. Pixel. They are not sophisticated enough for kobold brothels. Also, they're like... You know? They're like dirty rat people, dude. Do you really want a kobold brothel? Like, bro. They literally have a candle on their head melting wax on them all day, every day. If you think about it, a world full of anthropomorphic animals is kind of weird. Yeah. Like, where does the milk come from? It's funny you mention that, Yuki. Because there is an artist I really like on Twitter named Rapscallion. And they very specifically look at a very lewd setting for D&D with a lot of anthropomorphism, with a lot of just fancy stuff. What their solution to that is, Yuki, is that they don't have dairy cows. I think there's one region in the north that, like, uses cows to get their milk. But most of the regions use dairy girls. Dairy girls are basically women who are like, hey, I need a job. I'd like to be a dairy girl. So the local farmer hires a wizard to come and use a spell of enlargement on all the boobs of the girls that work at his ranch. So they'll have, like, massive fucking, like, wheelbarrow-sized tits and produce a shit ton of milk. And that is the milk provided for most of the region. So, Cobalt, Karner, Plep. I have no idea what you're saying there. Riddle, I don't know what it is. Last week, I just feel like I am not on the same page as you. Oh yeah, Kobolds and WoW and Freaky. North region is Freaky. No, the North region literally uses cows like us. All the other regions use wizard-enhanced dairy girls. And they have a comic where it's like you see two of these girls with giant tits. And one of them is like, have you heard that the region up north doesn't use dairy girls? What? Where do they get their milk? They get it from cows. That's fucking weird. You wouldn't catch me dead drinking milk from a cow. Can I visit that magician? Not as big, just give me boobs, please. Yes. I mean, it usually costs a fee. I'd have to find the comic that, like, discusses wizard services. But big boobs is an easy spell that almost every wizard knows. Hires a wizard to come cyberpunk music. That's what I'm saying. In the context of the grander universe, North region is Freaky? Okay, gotcha. I really like this artist. Fuck you, Global. They're one of my favorite artists. I want to talk about them a lot. I think they have smart and clever ideas. Plus, they're just lewd, and that's always fun to me. We have to milk you every day. Corner? So, Cobalt Corner Plep. Kobold. It's K-O-B-O-L-D. Kobold, like the rat people race. Although they're often portrayed as lizards, in WoW they're more rat-like. What conversation did I come in on? We were talking about kobolds. And then Yuki was like, where does the milk come from? If you think about it, a world full of anthropomorphic animals is kind of weird. Like, where does the milk come from, right? Now, in World of Warcraft, they just have anthropomorphic races, and then they just have normal animals. Like, cows exist in World of Warcraft. So the milk just comes from standard farms. However, I brought up Rapscallion, which is an artist I like on Twitter that does a lot of D&D stuff, and talks about, like, the world setting and just, like, topology of a D&D world where everybody's fucking sex crazed. D&D, they are related to dragons in some way. Yeah, I know in Baldur's Gate 3, you meet a bunch of kobolds in Act 1, and they're all like little lizard dudes. Hi, Venomous Dude. Thank you for the follow. 5.7 miles is my guess with nothing to base it off. Hi, everyone. We will see, Icy Fire. We will see how far we go today. Sen scared the shit out of me. When I was in a call with him and Pixel, and I don't know if Icy Fire was there when we were discussing this. I was like, I finished editing the video. It's an hour and 19 minutes long. And Sentinel goes, oh, that's just perfect to walk 4.9 miles and need another video. And like, I was too tired to do the math myself and realize, that's not 4.9. That's not even close to it. But I was genuinely like, oh, don't fucking say that, because in my head I was just like, yeah, I just trust Sen to have done the math. fuck, is that really 4.9? Oh, I'm so sad about that. And then, like, I thought about it more this morning. I was like, that's not 4.9. Thunder was just telling a joke, damn it. Welcome. Starting this Friday, I will be working as a scare actor. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, which is one of the world's top 10 most haunted locations. Hell yeah. This is not D&D. This is Dick and Dancel. Who the fuck is we? You think I'm staying awake long enough? You were in and out, Icy Fire. You were there a lot. Oh, you're talking about for the walk today, though. Maybe. We're at 1.2 miles. Per chance. Sounds like the average bard experience. That is a joke they regularly make in the Rapscallion comics, Yuki. Where somebody will be like, I'm looking for a bard, has probably fucked every damsel within 5 meters of himself. And the person they're talking to is like, do you have any idea how little that narrows it down? I think they have one where they're like, I'm looking for a bard, he's asexual. And like somebody turns to them and they just go, wait, what? What did you say? Oh. Perchance. God, I'm excited. I'm excited for WoW stuff today, because today is the Tuesday reset. So I'm going to get on. I'm going to check my vault on 3 characters. I'm really excited to see what the Brewmaster has, because that's going to have up to like a 616 eye level piece of gear. I'm excited to see that. I'm also just excited for raid today. We were initially planning to raid on Tuesday, or not Tuesday. We were going to raid on Saturday and Sunday. But I think the one person who couldn't do Tuesdays, their internet fucking died. So now we might just be doing Tuesday, Saturday, or Tuesday, Thursday. Doesn't matter if you're Chimkin, it's happening. I aired Paragon. I crit. What happens on reset? What resets? I am without a clue. So in World of Warcraft, raids have a weekly lockout. So if you go into a raid, the current one is something Palace. I actually forget what the name of it is. There are 8 bosses there, and you can get loot from each of them. However, you cannot get loot from them a second time for the week until the reset happens at, I think it's like 9 or 10 a.m. Central. Hi, Froshiro. There's a few other resets that happen also. But the raid lockout is the big one. Every week in WoW, there's something called the Vault, which gives you a piece of gear at the start of reset. So like a week happens. Let's say I did 8 raid bosses. I did 4 delves. And I did 20 Mythic Plus dungeons. Well, all 3 of those would have a track in the vault. You can get like 9 total pieces of gear to choose from. You only get 1, but you get to choose one of them. Of those 9. Well, there's the raid track that's like, hey, you killed 2 raid bosses, so you get this piece of gear. If you killed 5 raid bosses, you would get a second piece of gear to choose from. And if you killed 8 raid bosses, you get a third piece of raid gear to choose from. And the item level of this piece of gear is based on the lowest thing you did. So, let's say I did 2 bosses on Heroic and 6 bosses on Normal. Well, that 2 that's like, hey, you killed 2 bosses of Raid, it's going to take the 2 highest, like, most challenging bosses, which were the 2 Heroic, And so it's going to be like a 610, 616 in that region item level. Whereas the 8 is going to be like the lowest one you killed of the 8 was a normal boss. So it's going to be like a 603 item level. It's going to be worse than the 2-piece. Sounds like something a nerd would enjoy. It very much is. The vault is like where you typically get your highest item level gear. And like, somebody could go into the game, get carried through a mythic raid, and get crazy high item level gear in 1 week. That like never fucking happens. Not only do you need like a situation of 19 people willing to carry you, you also need the situation of getting perfect loot to drop, which just isn't gonna happen. Meanwhile, in the vault, you just get 1 piece per week. That's typically like a little higher than the content you're doing. So if somebody, you know, plays consistently over 10 weeks, they're gonna have like pretty good gear from the vault. Good morning, Yules. I came in at the right time. I'm also excited about my vault. I checked it this morning knowing it hasn't reset yet. I know there's not going to be loot there. I looked. There was nothing. I was like, damn it, I have to wait till after. Nerubar? Okay. Nerubar Palace. Even if you beat me to it, still 2 Chimkin. Also, Yuli, hope you're having an amazing day. I am. My parents are finally home. They came back last night at like 10 fucking 30. But I don't have to walk the dog anymore. Not that I dislike the dog or dislike walking the dog. Well, I dislike walking the dog. But I love the dog. I dislike walking the dog because that's when she poops. It's literally like she starts moving and she's like, all right, my bowels have started moving and become active. Time to poop. And it's just like, I let you out 5 times throughout the day and you won't poop in the backyard. But the moment we start walking, you get 50 feet and you poop in someone's yard. Really? I'm excited to get nothing from the mythic slot. And the 2 10+ mythic slots as always. Good lord. I've been historically really bad about doing my vault crit. Which is why I was so excited for War Within with Delves. Because in the past, I always got loot from my vault from the raid slot. And now that I can actually push high delves and get it from there, because I just don't gel with mythic dungeons. I've been trying to run them a bit for my guild, and especially since they've been easier to get into with the start of a season. But like, I just don't care about mythic dungeons. The vault is kind of an amazing addition, not gonna lie. The vault is one of the best additions. It's probably the best thing that came out of Was the chest added in Legion or BFA? And then reworked as the vault in Shadowlands? I know the actual vault setup the way it is now is the best thing to come out of Shadowlands. Sounds like something a nerd would enjoy. Hell yeah, get that loot. Meanwhile, in the vault, it's all lies and slanders. Nope, that's a lie. Vault is just lies. Yuland on Christmas Day. It's all promises. And it gets you nothing but belts. God, there's so much pain in that. Let the dog loose in the backyard? I do! And she pees, and then she comes back in and expects a treat for it. I got nothing from the Delves last week either. Nope, wrong. I'd rather have my extra roll. Vault is bad. You don't like the vault? I love the vault. I think it's a good system. Last week I got a 616 trinket. It's not a particularly great trinket. But it was, you know, it's 616, which is like, alright, high item level. Funny dong. I'd rather roll on a boss that I know I need gear from again, rather than have random chance to get nothing. How is that different, though? Because you have a random chance to get nothing when you roll again on a boss. But also I Mythic Raid, so there's that. I feel like they're both a random chance to get nothing. The Vault, you're guaranteed to get something. And the thing is, the Vault rewards people for playing more. You do a lot of raids, a lot of mythics, a lot of delves, you get more chances, and so you are far more likely to get the thing you want. Because it gave me a sense of control. I feel like you have less control with coins. I know the difference time. Loot box. You don't like loot box? Many times where I just got sockets that does not feel good. That is fair. Sockets don't particularly feel good. I don't. I don't like the system of you get 3 coins, but there's one thing you need, right? So run this raid 3 times. Once for your first run of loot, a second time to use a coin, or no, once for your first time to get loot and use your first coin. A second time where you're getting no loot but you can coin again. And a third time where you can coin again. That's not a good system. That is a this is questionable. Loot boxes are a surprise mechanic just like gambling. Aw, dang it. I do see your point of view, and I do like it that, like, it feels like you have way more control being like, I want loot from this boss, so I'm using a coin on this boss. There's a lot more control in that regard. In the situation of, you need this specific piece. Makes you feel like you always get loot, just because it gives you a lot of choices. But if the vault has nothing in all the slots, you just wasted your time. Well, it's not really wasting your time, because you were going to do a lot of that stuff anyway, right? Literally doing 10 mythics to get nothing is like, well, I wasted my time. No, I hate Mythic Plus. That's why I like Delves so much. Because I don't like Mythic Plus. And I just didn't run them. Hi, Spacefish. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I didn't run them, but that meant I was always behind people on item level. And that felt really bad. Let's go gambling. Let's go gambling. Is that all you want to hear? Let's go gambling. Some days. I don't know if there is a, like, perfect system that solves all problems, Crit. Because I hadn't thought about that, where it's like, you need a specific piece, coins, or extra rolls is probably better. When you are targeting the weapon, and you really need that weapon, and my god, you are held back by your heroic level weapon, when all your other things are mythic, you are probably a lot more likely to get that weapon, to get that piece you need, from a coin. I do like the vault system, though. Because it's just... it rewards playing the game. I guess for more casuals, they enjoy it, so whatever. Just a bad system and a bad game mode? That I will hard disagree with. I think Mythic Plus is their best content. You and I don't like it, but I think the vast majority of players in WoW right now do like Mythic Plus. There's way more Mythic Plus players than Raiders. And I think Mythic Plus, if you have a team, exactly, if you have a team, you like Mythic Plus. And I feel that's the case for most people. They either have their IRL friends, they either have their guild group. I think it's very easy content to get into. I do think public Mythic Plus can be pretty fucking toxic. I constantly see posts that is just like, here's my bad experience in Mythic Plus, and it's like, oh god. This is why I say the WoW community is more toxic than the League community. But, like, it's the same as League. If you have your group, if you don't have to associate with the randos, Mythic Plus is a great time. Spacefish Pat, say weapon again, Hoi Fish. Literally needing to get the trinkets at a higher item level from the vault. Dragonflight was the worst, because you would get it from Mythic Plus, but then you had to gamble to get it. Oh god, at least they fixed that if you have a team. You like Mythic Plus, that's it. Imagine declining a 615 eye level lock for a plus 10 she's already timed. I love when trying to get into Mythic Plus. It takes literally 2 hours to get into a key. Yeah, that's... I don't think that's a WoW problem. I think that's a community problem. I think the WoW community has just been so spoiled by guides and third-party tools that they just do not have a concept that they are not world first mythic raiders and think things are not viable. I saw a post like 2 days ago of a prop paladin, and he's like, I'm item level 615. I get declined from every single key I apply to. And when I ask them, hi Big Deck, when I ask them like, hey, why did I get declined? You know, they'll tell me, oh, prop paladin's not in a good spot right now. And it's like, what the fuck? It's a 7. I've timed this. Hang on. Hang on. Twitch is freaking out. I had Big Deck stream open. And now I don't think he's live? I can't tell. My Twitch screen says he is. But then it's also not moving. Did I hear lovely, adorable Spacefish is here? Yes, you did. I love just trying to get into Mythic Plus. It takes 32 hours. You know, like they made a game mode which enables that, having a timer is dumb. Yeah. I think overall the timer is a good system. It just, like you said, it enables that toxicity. As long as they're not even in a bad spot, it's just not broken. A lot of it is also like, especially Affliction Lock, has been in a bad spot for like the past 2 expansions for Mythic Plus. And so people are like, ew, locks. And it's like, even if they're doing amazing right now, people are going to hold on to information from 3 fucking years ago. I got called last second for work. Ah, that sucks. I literally second DPS most of the time because I know how to play my class. That's the same shit with casual LOL. It really is. Hi, Big Deck. Wait, am I still live? No, I had your stream up. But because it was in a minimized tab, the tab is just kind of flip-flopping. Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you, Big Deck. People think that meta matters under plus 11, 12. Hi, Logitech. And I cannot wait to do another plus 10s before raid today, too. To get my crafted piece stitch. I was on standby for work. I got last second, so I had to go. Destro is doing great, too. That's the funny thing. I totally understand everything. I've been playing both App and Destro. Oh, fair. I was initially playing... I was looking at playing Affliction. But when I leveled my Warlock, I just had a lot of fun with Demonology. So I'm pretty much committing to that. But also, I'm like, not super committing to the Warlock as my second character. The Brewmaster is my first character. I want to find a second character that's like, if I need a DPS, if I need like a solo character, I play this. It could be the Warlock. I want to level the Mage, I want to level the Shaman, and I want to level the Druid. But I'm in no rush to level any of those. Just play Destro, you get Diabolus too, and it's easier. I don't like Destro. I actually am... I'm the weird Warlock that's like, Affliction is fun and easy. Demonology is fun and easy. Why isn't Destro clicking with me? Why is this so hard? And every Warlock I talk to goes, hang on, well, hang on. You just said Destro is the hard spec? And I'm like, yeah, I know. And they're like, you're fucking backwards, bro. What the fuck? Destro's the easy one. I'm like, I know it's supposed to be. It's weird though, like you press Shadowburn on cooldown. Oh my god, Nyxwar hates it right now. I don't know if he hates it or he's just like mind blown at how weird it is. But I have heard him talk about Shadowburn a lot. Press Soulfire when it glows. Anyways, take care. I need to go. I hope work goes fast, Big Deck. Hi, Gale. Mod, break Yulin's kneecaps. Hope it goes fast, Deck. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Destro just doesn't fucking click with me. So funny, actually, Destro is the most mobile spec right now. That's weird. That's actually crazy. You would think it would be Affliction. You would think it would be Affliction or Demonology, because Affliction is like, okay, I'm moving, so all of my dots are going to keep ticking. Or Demonology, because it's like, I'm moving, but my demons are still going to be attacking. Affliction is the less mobile? Yeah. Because you need to always spend shards? Yeah. I really like Affliction, but when I was leveling Warlock, it just felt bad to level with dots. I like dot specs, but leveling with them, with the exception of Assassination, because they have your Garrote hits like for 50 million damage out of stealth. Dot classes just feel bad for leveling. Hi, Casey She. That is a hard name to say with the SHCHI. If I said it wrong, let me know. But thank you for the follow. They basically took the whole thought of Outlook and turned it upside down. There's a lot of stuff with their classes that I feel needs not necessarily retuning, but like you've missed the mark with class identity with this. Like, rogues in general are so stealth-based, and it's so fucking problematic. I think rogues are in such a bad spot right now. Welcome, Casey. Af wants to be shard starved because they get shards back with Soul Rot. Destro doesn't need to press Chaos Bolt since Shadowburn is instant and it crits. Hits as hard as a Chaos Bolt. Today's a light story day, isn't it? What do you mean a light story day? I mean, I'm talking a lot of WoW right now, but we've only just begun. We're only an hour in. Plus Diabolist does a lot of damage, so just waste shards. ROF if needed. I'll tell you what, Crit. Nothing makes me happier on the Warlock than getting a Ruination proc right at the start of a tank, pulling like 3 or 4 groups in a dungeon. Oh my god. When everything gets grouped up and you just have Ruination ready, it's just like, thank you. And then you drop a meteor on them. Remember when Warlocks could move during Shadow Bolt? That was Cataclysm, right? They let everybody move in Cataclysm. Honestly, I feel like they should do that more. Damn, where are you walking to? Out here wandering the wastelands and shit. This is the Ringing Deeps. It is the second zone of the War Within, World of Warcraft's new expansion. Imagine having a Ruination ready, then putting down an Infernal. And just Rain of Fire, then Shadow Burning. Yeah. Then getting a Shivara for more AoE. Yeah. Yeah, I bet that's a fucking dream. I mean, I wanted to use Cairo Smoke, so I had to throw some sass. Gotcha. Then you get a second Pit Lord, Ruination. I need a drink. Holy shit, we're already at 2.1 miles? I've reached 2.5. That was absolutely perfect conditions, though. My Warlock is far less geared than you. I don't know. I could probably reach, with the same conditions if I was geared, I could probably get up to, maybe not 4. 4 is a lot. What's your gear? Using a catwalk or infinite walking? I'm on a standard treadmill. I'm on a Nordic track. Think of like the ones you see at the gym. I have the handlebars. I'm keeping myself stabilized with my left hand. And I have the camera placed so you don't really see that. VR chat has a very nice camera options for streaming. And so I am in VR chat. I'm not in a Unity scene. And I have masked out the VR chat world. I'm actually at a Dragon Roost Island map right now. And I'm just walking on one of the slopes. But I'm masking out VR chat to a YouTube video. And this is a video I made last night. Baller? Thank you. What's your gear? Guilty. Where Hallowfall? We will be recording Hallowfall next. I am not going to be recording it in the next 3 days, I'll tell you that. Today is Stardew and WoW Raid. Tomorrow is Star Wars and Final Fantasy with Core. Thursday is Star Wars and Final Fantasy with Core. If Star Wars get canceled, if Huntera is still sick, then I might be able to record Hallowfall then. Where's Silk Song? Nobody knows that. Baller. Yules is a gym dude. I'm the opposite of a gym dude. I'm a get your own exercise equipment because you're intimidated by the gym dude. A Yuki High Gale. If there's one class I wish I could play, it's Rogue. Historically, I've always done well when I commit to Rogue and play them in a raid. But since Shadowlands, I don't know. They've just always felt off to me. They just always feel like, I don't like this. I don't like what they're doing with this. I really liked Outlaw Rogues before Roll the Bones. I fucking hate the random aspect of Roll the Bones. I just want the ramp up. I just want put Slice and Dice up. Spam the shit out of Eviscerate. Click your buttons fast. Reset your cooldowns, Adrenaline Rush, and whatever else you have. Would you ever consider getting an omnidirectional treadmill? No. It's really cool and they're made for VR and it would honestly be way safer. However, I'm a sellout. And you can pay money to increase the incline on my treadmill. And so this treadmill goes up to 12% degrees. And so if somebody pays, it's $2 per incline. Somebody pays $24. That will put me at 12% incline. I really like the incline function. Because it just, you know, one, it's money. I'll be honest with that one. Two, it makes it a little bit more different and varied. An omnidirectional treadmill, while they're made for VR, I wouldn't be able to have that, like, extra little bit of every day is different. Some days you got 12, sometimes you got 6, some days you got 0. That's not something I can do with an omnidirectional. Silk Song is a social experiment, just like Nikocado Avocado. Oh god. That guy is so weird. 2 steps ahead. I am always 2 steps ahead. This has been the single greatest social experiment of my life. Why does he talk like that? No, where was I? Rogues. I really like old Rogues. And then they got the Outlaw rework in Legion, which, on one hand, I think it's good. But I think all 3 Rogue specs are too similar and too overcomplicated. They need a simple Rogue spec. I feel like they should take subtlety being away from stealth and just make it more like old Outlaw, where you just spam eviscerate and like reset cooldowns, and the more you ramp up with it, the more you stay at a fast pace. But it's not so punishing if you're not in that state. I don't know. Subtlety's probably the closest to it, but Did you see the Silken Court Mythic fight? I have not, no. I've been very out of the loop with the World First race. Literally bullying. What is literally bullying? I want to hear the same thing from the Hollow Knight tab. It's wild and Liquid killed. They killed it already? Last I saw, everybody was stuck on Princess. In a day, they all got Princess, Broodmother, and Silken Court down? Yup, 7 of 8. Wow. That was where I expected them to get stuck. Good for them, I suppose. Stop bullying? Who am I even bullying, Global? Who is being bullied right now? Princess did not get nerfed either? That's crazy. That's where my guild is on Heroic Crit. We got to Princess and we wiped like 12 or 13 times. Imagine all the other guilds getting to it now. Yeah, they're gonna have a rough time. I'll be honest. I don't think it's that hard. I think it's, if you get orbs... Oh, this has crackles. I need to re-upload this one. God damn it. We haven't had this in a while. We got to Mythic Sucran? Hell yeah. Crackly? What section of the video is this? Well, it's at like an hour in. Okay, it's the section going north. That's an easy section to re-record. Oh, I fucking hate when I have to re-record sections. No, for Princess. You get the orbs. You're gonna shoot them in a triangle. You're in the middle. Whichever arrow is pointing out the most, like the most directly away from the center, run that direction. Because you don't want an orb going through the center and all the people that are fighting the boss. So just go the direction where the split will be toward the raid. Just don't aim at center. It's really not that hard. I'm like having trouble describing it, but it's really like don't have one of the lines pointing at the center. The other thing is when you get a portal, run to the ring. And if at this point you've run to the same spot, spread out along the ring. I see so many people just run to the same area and then panic and like go further and run to the wall. And it's just like, stop. Just chill. You have 5 seconds. Just get there and then adjust. Just go behind your dude. Just turn him around. Well, what happens in our group is that, we end up with a bunch of portals on the same side, and we don't have a spot to be between them, because everybody ran to the same edge, and then they all ran to the same edge, so then they all ran to the wall, and it's like, this helps nobody, please. Just don't aim at the center, it's not hard. It's been a while since I played Blue Bear game. Thanks, Nightingale. Just go behind your dude, just turn him around. That's it. We have a few people in our raid, probably like a fourth of our raid group, that it seems like they're very accustomed to Classic WoW. They're very used to the difficulty coming from the arduousness. The, like, dedication of playing the game and doing dailies and grinding. Not the actual, like, reaction speed, think fast, understand the mechanic and do more than just move out of fire. And so we've got a few people that, like, a mechanic goes off, and it's like bro, what are you doing? Like, I can just watch them as the off tank, and I'm like, what is this person doing? Watching them, like, slowly run in a direction. No movement abilities, just slowly run in a direction and place it in the wrong spot, and it's just like, oh, God. Well, that's the problem, because if you just turn the guys around, they stay at a good equidistant place. I don't know what you mean by turn the guys around. We're talking about the portals that you drop on Princess, that then you need to be between, right? You welcome, Icy. Nope, just be smart, be ready, that's it. What we do is, there's the ring with the 6 points, and the tanks keep them on one of the points. And then the raid group kind of stands in the middle, and they run to one of the other 5 points. Oh, that's easier? Yeah. Halen, I met a normal woman in Wukong, and it totally isn't a spider mommy in disguise. I think I was watching Kuroki. I don't remember who I was watching, Ty. But I was watching somebody fight the celestial lady. And I was like, hang on, she's not a spider? She's not a horse? This is weird. And then she turns into a dragon. I'm like, there it is. That was me? Okay. Since I don't want spoilers. Okay, sorry. That's easier. There are shades that slash through everyone through someone? Let's talk about that. I thought that's where you guys are having trouble in? No. It's specifically the portals going to bad spots. Be smart, be ready. Will that work if you were dropping a pit with Bear? Oh my goodness. I was gonna say something on the fight, and now I'm forgetting. Crit, I want to tell you one of my favorite stories from Mists of Pandaria. I'll just go to the Hexagon corner. It really is just go to the Hexagon corner, but they panic. They panic is the thing, Crit. Back in Mists of Pandaria, we were running a raid. I had played Wildstar for a year, and I came back, and the new raid was Siege of Orgrimmar. And I joined some friends that had been raiding it the whole time. They had a flex guild. The guild was not that good. I had been raiding heroic before this. Well, no, actually, in Mists of Pandaria, I was raiding heroic, but not like a strong heroic. We were a 10-man heroic guild that cleared normal and was able to do like 3 or 4 bosses and Throne of Thunder heroic. I left that guild, went to go play Ragnarok 2 online, then played Rift, came back for Siege of Orgrimmar. I think Wildstar had actually not come out yet. I left that and came back. But Siege of Orgrimmar comes out. I'm playing with the guild I met on Rift, and they are dog water. They're absolutely trash. But there's 3 really good people in this guild. Me, my ex, and my ex's new girlfriend who's the guild leader. Relationships on video games are weird. The 3 of us are great friends. And we like the people in the guild, they're just not good at WoW. One guy in particular, he was a mage. He was the nicest, sweetest person in the guild. He would farm for hours on all of his alts, because he had every profession maxed. He's one of them Omnicrafters. And he would make just hundreds of feasts for the guild, so that we would go into Siege of Orgrimmar, and every pull, we had a feast. He'd also make flasks for everybody, potions for everybody. This guy was so nice and cool. But his DPS was usually pretty low. And I remember being like, I'm gonna pay attention and see what's going on. I'm gonna, I'm specifically gonna look at him and why his DPS is low. Well, on the Amalgam of Corruption, the 3rd boss, the one with the cutter laser, I'm playing my rogue, and I die at some point. I don't remember what I died to. It's probably stupid and my fault, but I died. WoW feasts were a thing back in MoP? That's actually crazy to think about? Yeah. I die. And I'm just watching this mage. He's playing Frost, and the boss spawns the cutter laser. And it's slowly moving around, moving toward this mage, right? Now, anybody who knows this fight, they know if you're a mage, this is one of your favorite fights, because while everybody else has to go around this cutter beam, you get to be a fucking badass and blink right over it. You literally just get to wait for it to get 5 feet away from you and teleport across it and go right back to DPS. No uptime lost. You just get to go ham the whole time while everybody else has to run around this laser. And so I'm watching this mage, and the laser gets closer and closer to him. And he just starts fucking jogging away from it. And I'm like, what the fuck? Is his blink down? His blink was not down. He's jogging directly away from the laser. He is throwing out 0 ice lances. He does this for like 25 seconds. Literally the whole time the laser is up, he is slowly running in front of it. Not like close to the boss so that he has a smaller path to go around. He's like at the edge of the room, so he's like fucking sweating as it singes off his butt hairs. He is like for 20, 30 fucking seconds, just trying not to die to this laser. No frost lances. No blink. No fucking nothing. He can also use ice block. He literally had like 3 options to like maintain DPS or deal with this laser, and he did none of them. And I remember, this guy is so nice. This guy is like one of my favorite people because he's just such a nice dude. But I'm just watching just like, oh my god. Oh my god. Is this guy unteachable? Because I've never seen anything so stupid in WoW. After that, not because of this, but WildStar came out, and I'd been excited for WildStar for like 3 years. I went and played WildStar. Played that for like 8 months. Came back and played Siege of Orgrimmar with the same group. Warlords of Draenor comes out. This group is kind of disbanded. My ex and I, we join a guild, and we have some people on our friends list, and we're keeping in touch with them, right? That mage, he starts messaging the ex about how to get better at the game. Because he has a problem. He has joined a raiding guild, but he can't run any heroic dungeons with them to gear up because he can't beat the silver DPS test that was a requirement in Warlords of Draenor. Remember in Warlords of Draenor, they required you to go into the proving grounds, and you had to at least beat silver in your role to queue for heroic dungeons. And he could not beat silver. He was able to beat bronze after a few tries, which, again, that statement alone was, I'm sorry, did you just say after a few tries? He could not beat silver. And we were just like, I don't know what to tell you, man. That's really bad. And he's like, yeah, you know, this has been a little eye-opening. Everybody is saying it's easy and I can't do it. I think I'm just bad at video games. And we're like, I mean, we want you to know that you're one of the nicest and coolest people we've ever met, but yeah, that's really bad. And he was just like, maybe I should be playing something. Maybe I should only be doing like a crafting game. I might go play RuneScape for a while. And it was just like, I felt so bad, but like, what do you do? Being nice, being a good person, being cool, has 0 correlation with being good at the game. And this guy maxed out kindness and generosity and skilled nothing into, like, expertise It was Carts and Mom? Oh, he was blinking alright, just IRL. There are a lot of nice players, but a lot of them are terrible at the game. What? Oh man, I wish they brought that back for Mythic Plus. He's not a fighter, he's a crafter. I feel that on a spiritual level, oof. Demoted to RuneScape. They changed to a better game. I don't know. I really like that guy, but I just will never, ever fucking forget that moment of just watching him in Siege of Orgrimmar, Amalgam of Corruption. Just watching him run away from the laser. And I'm muted. I'm muted in Discord, so like nobody can hear me. Although it was probably Ventrilo at the time. But I'm like, blink. Just blink. Just blink over it. Dude, what are you doing? Blink! Blink, motherfucker! Blink! Like, just screaming into the void. And being like, oh god. There's a toxicity normal curve to every game. He could just become a goblin and just paint his way through reading. Or Mumble. It was Mumble, TeamSpeak, Ventrilo. With that guild, I'm inclined to think it was TeamSpeak. I don't know. I pride myself on being able to teach people games. I've got a lot of people into Monster Hunter. I have taught a lot of people in World of Warcraft to the point that they usually end up better than me. I think I'm a very fucking good teacher. But I remember looking at this guy and just being like, this is unteachable. I don't even know where to start with this. There's not like... There is a floor and he is below it. Oh god. There's no one in Demi Kitchen, my current guild, that's quite like that. That's skillful, that skill-wise are as low as that mage was. But there's a lot of things that we see them do that's just like, oh god, why? Why have you done this? Broodmother was the eye-opening fight. On Broodmother, where you have to use the purple rings to crack open eggs, and you need to get 2 at a time. And watching some of these guys, like, run a circle around the 2 eggs, and then only hatch 1, it was just like, what? What was the thought process? What was going through your head? I wish I could have just heard your thoughts right then. Were there any thoughts? It's 4 at a time in Heroic? Are there more eggs, or do they just go through the phases faster? 4 at a time in Heroic? Oh god. No, there has to be more eggs. Because they're grouped up in 6. So it would have to be 12. There has to be 12 packs of eggs in Heroic. Huh. Or packs of 12 eggs, I should say. Oh god, what does that pyramid even look like? Like a dozen? What about eggs? I got eggs inside me. Broodmother crit. Because Logitech just said there's 4 at a time in Heroic. Wait, actually, hold on. Are the egg groups 4? Oh, like... God, I don't know how to explain this. Are 4 people getting egg crackers at a time instead of 2 on Heroic? Or is there just more eggs stacked together? It's 12 per phase? Okay. It's a he and he vomits on the eggs. Brood Twister? I think I've been calling it Broodmother because it's just eggs like Broodmother was in Dragonflight. Sniping Gale for a hug. Big Deck, you caught me. It's 12 for phase. He doesn't lay them? Yeah, he technically just augments them, right? and I fertilize them. 4 at a time, 3 groups of phase. Okay, so it's not like there's more eggs stacked up in one place. It's like there's a front egg, then 2, then 3, then I don't know, 6? I don't know, I just kill things. All I know is that it's only 1 person per egg. Wait, hang on, 1 person per egg? On normal, you need 1 person to crack 2 eggs. Pixel egg. To break them? Okay, yeah. Ty, look! I lied to you. Ty, it's Hallowfall. One egg always, even though it looks like 2 sets. Hypers. But Mythic, you always need 2 people? Oh god, ugh. This is the next zone we're recording. I don't know when I'll get to it. But for anybody that doesn't know WoW, this is all underground. This is in a big cave. And in the ceiling of this cave is a giant fucking ass crystal sun that lights up the zone. Sword? It's a crystal. It's not a sword. It is way too different of a location to be the sword. Etwal. We're going to your world later. When I finish my walk, we're going to your world. Etwal doll just made a world, and it is public now. We're gonna go see it later. Baladar, my beloved Crash Naru ship. We're at 3.3 miles. Oh yeah. Like you, what the heck, yay. It's a dagger. I thought that was a sword. It is not the sword. It can't be the sword. It is in way too different of a location. The sword would have to be like a weird-ass Z shape, where it goes in the world, shifts like 100 miles, and then comes through the cavern. Also, it's been there since before the Arathi were there. The Arathi showed up like 30 years ago, 30, 40 years ago, and Baladar was there. Whereas the sword plunged into the world like 5 or 10 years ago. Is Etwal, hello? Baladar started changing color when the sword was plunged as well? Oh, I didn't know that's when it started changing color. Oh no, I didn't pay attention to the story. Understandable, Crit. You're probably a smarter person for it. Whereas Ty and I, who have been watching the story, have lost a few brain cells because of it. The story is not bad so far for War Within. I need to take Farisu to the vet later, and I haven't slept. That's funny. You haven't slept? I fucked up my sleep schedule at all, so I really shouldn't say anything. 2 nights ago, I just laid down at 9 p.m. and I was like, this is a bad idea. This is only going to bite me in the ass. And sure enough, it bit me in the ass. Yeah, that was their night of despair or whatever. Where they got massacred because they were too stunned to it changing colors. Yeah. We're at 3.4 miles. Give Farisu a treat and pat her for me. I don't know. This is not in seriousness at all. I don't like the idea of calling Farisu... Well, I mean, she obviously is a pet. But a pet in the sense of, like, going to the vet like an actual dog, I don't like thinking of her as an animal in any way. Because, like, I want to hit her. I just want to fucking hit her. And the moment it's like, oh, think of her like a dog, and it's like, oh, I don't want to hit a dog. It's wrong to hit a dog. But Parisu, I mean, she just wants to get hit. If she behaves today, can I get a pat too? Of course. Ty in space is just like, huh? Weak, embrace your villain. It's so funny when people try to do like a villain playthrough of a game, and then they like, the moment they come across a dog, it's like, I can't do it, man. I can't fucking do it. I pick on her because it's fun. True. I had two friends, Elite and Koyo. Well, they're still my friends. But they decided they were going to do playthroughs of Red Dead Redemption 2 at the same time. And Elite, who almost always does honorable playthroughs, he did an evil run. And Koyo, who normally does evil playthroughs, he was going to do an honorable run. And it was so funny watching them both struggle so much. Because, like, Elite, he could be mean to people, right? He could be like, give me money, and they'd be like, oh, please, sir, I just don't have that much. Well, then you're gonna get this. And, like, he'd beat the shit out of people, right? Oh, I'm sorry, sir. I'm sorry, here's my money. You should have just given it to me from the start. And then he'd, like, keep hitting them, right? But then he'd see a dog in Red Dead. And we'd be like, shoot the dog. It's a lot of dishonorable points. And he'd be like, what? I can't... Guys, I can't fucking do it. I can't shoot the dog. And we're like, you are weak and you are bad at this. And then there was Koyo, who's like, I'm playing a good person. You know what? This is kind of rewarding. This is kind of nice. People treat you differently. I think it's kind of nice being a good guy. And then, like, somebody on the road would bump his shoulder and be like, watch it, asshole. And he would just turn around and he'd, like, immediately point a gun at the back of their head and be like, no. We're good. We're good. We have to be good this time. And then, like, the person would have turned around and they'd be like, yeah, that's what I thought. And they'd start walking away and he'd be like, I can't, dude. And he'd just, like, fucking blast them in the back of the head. And he's just like, God damn it, it's so hard to stay honorable. And we're like, literally, just stop shooting people for mildly inconveniencing you. Literally, just stop shooting the dogs for fun. Hi, Cairo. Wow, short-tempered, that's a bad trait. He's definitely like that in video games. As a person and to player, like, he'll never act like that in a Discord call. He's never, like, snapped at someone unless they have pushed him really, really hard. But in video games, he loves the ridiculousness. He loves the asshole energy of, like, somebody bumps him and he just immediately just fucking, like, high noons them. Hi, Kodiak. You don't hit a dog, and you beat them. What the fuck? Joking. Double tap the dog. Hi, Full. I don't know if I caught you with a hi. You get 2 if I did. Oh, fuck. Alright, everybody turn stream down. If you had me at like 50% volume, move it down to 20. That's pretty cute, not gonna lie. Wow, short temper. That's a bad trait. Hell yeah. Good morning, you long. Cairo, hi. Icy, howdy. I would never be evil in a video game. Ever. I'm the most saintly person ever. I was watching Foss last night, and literally, they're robbing the vault of the nation of Radz-at-Han, and the leader of the nation, who's, like, indebted to you, is like, please tell me you didn't come to steal from us. And Foss is like, I mean, you know I would never, but Y'shtola can't keep her fucking hands off stuff. And Y'shtola's like, we will have words later. I would never be evil in a video game. Literally, this dude going through every story mission being like, I want to select all the wrong options.
I would never be evil in a video game. It's definitely not like that one time I played in BioShock where I threw around the dead child because I was playing... No, I threw around the dead daddy fucking playing fetch with the child who was going over to the corpse of the daddy
God.
every time I threw it around.
You can't even talk about it without laughing because you're thinking about how fun it was to fuck with this traumatized child.
Oh, God.
I would never be evil in a video game ever.
How
I'm the
are
most
you?
saintly person ever. Hi, Kyra the Snow Bunny. Hi, Kodiak. Howdy. Oh, Foss. Hi. I am good. We finished Planet Crafter yesterday. That game's fun. I don't know if you'd like it.
Fog? I don't know either.
It is like, it's essentially Cookie Clicker with a Subnautica / Satisfactory aesthetic and feel. But it's literally just set up automation that it doesn't need to interact with other things. It just goes. So like, you need to increase the heat on the planet to terraform it. Set up a heater. Oh, it needs power? Set up a solar panel. You never have to interact with those again. You can literally just leave them. And they go.
I see.
It was fun, though. Thank you, Cairo. Like Cade 6A. If it's not bolted to the ground, it's for you to take. Or it's my own words. Okay. I
Even
don't...
if it's bolted to the ground, it's just yours to take, but with extra effort.
True. I don't watch any Schlatt, but I fucking love his clips so much. His clips are some of the funniest things ever, with just his community constantly making, like, you can just take these, they're free, and just, like, stealing road signs left and right. What do you mean road signs are free?
Just take everything.
They just leave them outside, it's free. And poor Schlatt's just there like, no! No, you can't take those, it's illegal! Stop! I'm not condoning this, YouTube! Speaking of YouTube, have you seen the latest crusade against VTubers?
Which one?
Oh wait, it wasn't YouTube at all, it was Twitch. A
Yeah.
bunch of VTubers got banned on Twitch. A bunch of them. And Twitch has recently said, we'll provide a clip for why, we will provide, more context for why, which is great, more transparency, right? And then they banned like 100 or 200 of them with the reason, using stolen information to purchase bits. With some of these VTubers being like,
Yeah.
I've never purchased bits in my life, what?
Well, Clancy's looking at it. He actually responded
Mhm.
to some of those posts, and he's like, I've seen this, I'm looking into it.
Mm-hmm. To me, it's just crazy that, like, it seems so consistent with VTubers getting fucked on YouTube and Twitch. And both of these platforms going, nah, it's not a VTuber thing. There's nobody at our company that's, like, targeting them. It's like, what? Then how does it keep happening like
it might
this?
not even be at their... It might not even be at their company. If it's like for illegal like bit stuff, it might be someone externally doing shit, and then it shows up on their system for things, and then they ban them. So it could be external targeting too.
But I'm only hearing about it with VTubers.
Well, yeah. What I'm saying is it could still be external targeting on VTubers, but it doesn't have to be internal at the company, but it could be someone outside being like, fuck VTubers.
Yes, okay, but how does that happen with... How does it happen with, like, fraudulent payment of bits? How do you target somebody with that externally?
I mean, I was banned. Someone got my account banned from Elsword fucking 10 plus years ago because of some... To be fair, the account was hacked, but then they tried to do some sort of fucking chargeback thing on it that permanently got my account banned.
Oh.
So when it comes to money shit, I can see that being some weird system that's been found to be abused.
So, like, I can understand that. But to me, it's a system of, like, hey, this bank has changed the weird setting that makes it look like all the people that use this bank on Twitch did a fraudulent thing, and all those people get banned. All the people that interacted with this company get banned. It seems like crazy to me that it's almost exclusively happening to VTubers under this reason.
There's I've read there's other people it's happening to too. It's not just VTubers, but it's just a lot. There's a lot of VTubers. And it could just be some fucking error in their thing. I don't know. We don't know. Don't know enough yet. So I'm being impartial.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know.
I mean, so I agree, it could be something that's like, we don't know if it's targeting VTubers. It's just after the last 17 things in the last 6 months, that's like, this is getting a little old. What game is this model from again?
This was one of the booth models.
Is it from a game or just somebody made it?
No, I think it's just someone made it.
Okay.
I need to get my FF model.
My allergies have been super bad today, so I'm looking at this dress with all the flowers on it. I'm like, that's fucking, I hate that. I don't normally hate it, but today with my fucking runny nose, I'm like, I hate that.
I unlocked the Loa Island and I can start the Alliance raid tonight.
Oh,
that'll be fun. I wasn't expecting to spend so long on MSQ last night. I think I had to get as far as I had to unlock the Alliance raid. So I was like, considering I was able to do the raid itself from the start.
It's been very entertaining watching you go through the MSQ and be like, this fucking idiot character, why didn't they think of this? Why didn't they think of this thing right here in the story? And then like 10 minutes later, it's like exactly explained why they didn't think of it in the story. And it's like, okay, well, kudos to Foss for thinking ahead on that, but it is explained.
Dude, I feel like I'm constantly thinking ahead on it. Like, I don't know. Dude, I'm really excited for the Alliance raid because the revelation that Pandemonium made me have with a lot of things and how excited it's made me for future content in terms of, like, where things could go. I'm like, I wonder if the Alliance raid itself is gonna add anything like that to me, or for me. I'm just like, oh, God. I should tell you like some of my theories one day after you've done the Stormblood raid, Alliance raid, and the Endwalker one with Core, because
well,
I don't know if you'll agree with me on some of my things. Because you could be as stubborn as me sometimes. When you have your mindset on stuff, but I feel like I can easily imagine some way more climactic things they could end it, and I still think Endwalker is like a perfect halfway point because of it, and I'm like, ugh. It's because of stuff we learned in Endwalker particularly.
I can't wait to hear these theories of yours 5 to 7 years from now.
True! By that point, we're gonna be getting to the climax. Like, don't get me wrong, it's gonna take like another fucking 10 years to even potentially get close to what I'm thinking.
I was fucking losing my mind when you're like, what if this happens? Oh, but this could also happen. Oh, but this could also happen. Oh, but this could also happen. One of them happens. I fucking called it. I'm like,
dude, dude, it's true. Dude, that's what's called fucking brain. So you put out a bunch of ideas, and then sometimes you'll weigh more against the other, depending on what information you're gaining. But they're still all your ideas. It's like something happened.
Look,
I mean, I don't know. I feel like I gauge something super interesting by how little I can guess it.
There is a measure of like, hey, you at least thought of it in general. And you saw the possibility of a twist. But I'm not that impressed when somebody's like, I bet this character betrays the party. Actually, I bet this character doesn't betray the party. See, I called it, the character betrayed the party. You all remember me saying they're gonna do it. It's like, if you cover the two options, then of course you're gonna be right on one of them. And there's a lot of YouTubers that do that with a lot of like theories, especially in World of Warcraft. It's fucking obnoxious. And it felt like you were doing a little bit of that of like, maybe this happens. Maybe this happens. Oh, but this could also happen. And then when one of them happens, it was like, oh, I'm just like, oh my god.
I called it.
I
I think. See, this is.
Hi,
This
Kumi.
sorry. This is the beta 1 theory mindset versus the sigma ultra alpha Chad multi-theory mindset, okay?
Good lord.
I'm just above you all.
Someone stole bits. Yeah, where are they? I have stream muted because working on something, so no, I cannot hear Yuland. Different bits. Also, Yuland, if the sign got hit and it's on the ground, don't mind if I do. I'm not understanding what that's referencing to. Good, suffering, fuck you. Can we hug? Boss, Yuland is not as enlightening as us. Hi, Kumi. Hi, Bits Kumi. I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I hear your theories. It's very much like, I hear your points, and I hear, like, it could lead to this would be interesting. And I can be, like, in that moment, I can be agreeing with it. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. And then I, like, step away from you. I take a step back, and I'm like, hang on. But is that anywhere near as interesting as a universe-ending threat that was consuming everything and nobody stood a chance against? No, how the fuck was I agreeing to that 30 seconds ago? Does that make sense?
I mean, okay, hold on. How spoily talk are we willing to get right now? Because you are streaming.
Not super spoily. We've talked about a lot of the stuff already, so just use fucking vague terms. Yeah,
Okay,
Full's
well,
here,
there's
so
basically
don't.
been this. Okay. How do I describe this in a? There has been this thing throughout the whole game that is a major part of the world that has been untouched completely.
Mm-hmm.
That has the potential to be the largest threat in the thing, larger than the final threat for what it is, and it's been with us throughout the start of the game, and it's referenced in 3 different songs.
I think I know.
It has not been fully touched on yet.
I think I know what you're referring to. But when I think of that, I still
But
just
you
look at it
wouldn't
as
know-
like,
You wouldn't know why I'm referring to it because you haven't done Stormblood yet. You haven't done the Stormblood Alliance raid. There's a specific thing in that where you learn a lot more about it. That really puts into perspective the impact of it.
it's still just hard for me to like take it seriously, because even though it's like such a big threat, even though it's so impactful and potentially bigger than the final Endwalker threat, when you put it in a scale of, oh, this is a thing that's been contained on our planet Aetheris, but it's a big threat, trust me, bro. It's hard to look at that as more threatening than something that was about to deal with the universe, right? It's very much like Dragon Ball Z, where it's like, Frieza was literally on the cusp of immortality and taking over the universe. He literally was close to just owning everything. And then it's like, oh, but you know what? The androids on Earth were a way bigger deal than him. They're way stronger. And, you know, they could have whooped Frieza's ass. And it's like, so why weren't they on a cosmic level? Why weren't they like...
You're missing so much information. You're missing so much information.
But it just feels...
Oh.
You understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah, but the things that you're missing are what makes it. How far are you in Final Fantasy?
Full
How far
is
have you
in...
gone?
I think he's post Shadowbringers. He might be Endwalker. No. He's got to Elpis, and his sub ran out. Isn't that fucking tragic?
Yeah. So he knows about the reflections, yes?
He knows about the reflections.
Okay, well, easy peasy. Imagine every single one of them getting attacked simultaneously at the same time.
But they already were. What?
That'd be a pretty big. No, they weren't. One was getting attacked.
No, the Asians were
Which
messing with all of
potentially-
them.
Yes and no, but they were doing one at a time.
Well,
They had to
no.
focus their efforts on one at a time for the rejoining to get them to do shit.
I think they were messing with all of them simultaneously. Just their plans were like scaling sentries. So it was never like
But even then,
an open
I'm not
war on
referring
each
to something
reflection.
as small. I'm not referring to something as small as their little secret plans in the background of destroying stuff. I'm talking about full all-out war between them all at once.
Mm.
Something that we can't possibly fight on our own because it is spread too far, too thin.
Hmm.
And that is what I'm seeing potentially happening in the future.
Hi, Octomage. Well, I'll see it eventually.
And even then, there's even more that would make it even more epic too. That I'm like, oh, this would be such an FF thing they could do and so fan servicey and be so fucking perfect and symbolic. But yeah, there's another thing I want to say too, but I can't say it. Which would be the real like cherry on the top to be like, this is how I think it will end. Like, truly the end thing.
Hmm.
Dazi actually has a similar theory to it, which is kind of where I base the ending for mine on as well.
Mm-hmm.
But it would make sense considering what we know from Pandemonium.
Can you please pass a hug to Foss and tell him to feel better? Foss, feel better.
Oh. Cool. Thank you. Wait, who?
Kumi. Nuh-uh, I hear your theory. However, fuck you, Foss. Don't. I'm not done. Foss have Chad aura. That's why you agree with him. No, it's the things he's saying make sense, and I do agree with it. But then I step back from it, and I'm like, hold on. That just sounded like a shit ton of rationalization and hoop jumping. How the fuck does that, like, when you break it down to the simple phrase of, this thing was going to take over the universe, how does Backyard Aetherius compare to that?
I really can't.
I know. That
talk
wasn't
more because
that wasn't for you. That
Yeah.
was for. No, I got to the special space. Hi, a bit. I can't even hear Euland still, but frick Euland. Hi, Octomage. Hi, other mage. Good luck with whatever you're working on. Greetings, Euland. Hi, Wrath. Can you sniff
I
your
have been
flower
enjoying
friend?
the story after. I
I
have been enjoying the story a lot after.
You have or
Endwalker.
haven't been?
I have. I've been
Okay.
enjoying it a lot, actually.
I am not surprised because I think you're just turbo Final Fantasy pilled.
I'm actually I'm liking it equally as much as the rest of Endwalker, if not in a different way. I wouldn't say I like it more, but
Mhm.
like there is something we have not been able to fucking chill out and just enjoy shit since post Heaven's Ward for like
Yeah.
a patch.
Yeah.
Just ever since then, it's just been constant fucking crazy shit, and like, I don't know, it feels very nice and reminiscent, and I'm very much enjoying it for like a lot of different reasons. I'm like, dude, this feels good. I miss this.
I fucking struggled with post Endwalker. Like, it took me a really long time to get through it, and I didn't think it was bad, but like, it wasn't clicking with me. And I'd seen a lot of people stream it. Like, I'd
Right.
watched Proxy go through all of it, so like, I knew most of the like beats of what was coming up.
That's fair.
It was not gelling with me. I don't know if you've gotten to this part, but eventually you run around a bit in Garlemald. And I don't know what it is.
I haven't.
I fucking love the Garleans so much. I love the interactions with them. And so the moment I was doing stuff there, I was way more invested. And I was like, oh, I like the story and I care about this way more. I never thought it was bad. It was very much forcing yourself to play a game until I got to that section.
I will say, Eland, in some ways, I think you're so caught up on the ending of Endwalker that it's almost ruining the rest of the game for you. But, like, not necessarily of your own volition, but I don't know how to explain it. It's... You probably feel this way when it... I mean, this is like the last time I was with you in a call when you were playing, and it's like, this is how it probably feels when I'm playing games sometimes that you like, and it's just like, it feels very much like you're so caught on this one thing, you're trying to hate it. You know,
I can understand that.
I can understand the getting bored of it, because you've seen it already, right? I can understand that. That is fair.
Dragon Ball Z has fucking ruined me in a sense that I want stories to have an end. In Dragon Ball Z, I look at, you've got Dragon Ball, where Goku comes to Earth as a Saiyan. If you know Saiyan lore, he was supposed to take over the planet, but he fucking had a concussion and just forgot that shit. And so he's raised as an Earthling. His tail was cut off. He just grows up as a goofball with, like, Saiyan energy that's like, I want to fight. I want to get strong. I want to conquer. But he's been raised in, like, a wholesome environment of respect others, treat others fairly, yada yada. So Goku has this weird, like, personality of he loves fighting, but as a protector sense. And so he goes through Dragon Ball, having all these adventures. Eventually he fights Piccolo, saves the world. Raditz comes, and they learn about other Saiyans and how they conquer planets. He dies. The story was going to write him off and replace him with Gohan, but everybody was like, Gohan fucking sucks, bro. He won't stop crying. So they brought Goku back to life. He fights Vegeta and Nappa. They decide to go into space. Hi, Kisu. They decide to go into space to fight Frieza, because they know Frieza is going to be a problem. He's going to try and take over the universe. And Vegeta is going to come back when he heals up. They go to Namek. They stop Frieza from taking over the universe. And it's like, you end it there. That is a perfectly good story. That is, like, awesome. And, like, that's if you end it there, Dragon Ball Z would go down as one of the best anime stories of all time. And to this day, it still kind of does, just because people still love it. But, like, nobody considers it the best story.
Implying that it hasn't still.
Well, people consider it legendary for, like, the characters. Do people really look at the story of Dragon Ball Z and be like, oh my god, perfect story. Right up there with, like, Bebop, Full Metal Alchemist, and other stories. Like, no,
I'm gonna be honest, I don't care for any of them that much.
Have you watched
like,
some
even
of the
in
others?
singular things? I have watched the original, and I've watched Super.
Oh, okay, so Dragon Ball, okay. If Dragon Ball Z ended at Frieza, that's a perfectly good story in my mind. But they wanted to keep going because it's a business, they want to make money, and of course they do, right? And so they just wrote in the androids. And it just felt like milking. It is literally the phrase of milking it. Then they wrote in Cell. And Cell's a great villain. He's really fun and a lot of people love him. But it's the same thing of like, this is just extra, which only happens due to crazy coincidences in the story and things not really fitting together that well. Did I say hi to Frieza, by the way? Hi, Frieza. And then they wrote in Majin Buu.
I just don't know if I agree.
You don't think all the arcs after Frieza are them milking it?
I don't know. I think I didn't care for Frieza that much.
Are you saying you don't care for Frieza as a villain or the story of Frieza?
Both, I guess.
Okay.
I like his funny voice. That's about it.
I feel like you're completely missing my point then.
Because I don't like. I much preferred Cell. I thought he was way cooler.
The character doesn't matter.
Concept of his.
It doesn't matter if Cell and Frieza switch spots. What I'm focusing on is the story of there is something that has been a present threat, whether we knew about it or not, from the very beginning of Dragon Ball, that was relevant. Once you have all the information, you can see it in the entire story. You can see like, you can know what Frieza was doing at the very beginning of Dragon Ball, and, like, what his actions were, and how that's relevant to the story of Dragon Ball. That could be Cell. Just, you could have switched their personalities and characters and everything, and it was Cell that was leading the army, and Frieza's the fucking creation from Dr. Zero. That, the actual character doesn't matter. I am talking about the story of how he affects
The story with
Earth.
Frieza doesn't interest me as much either. I'm gonna be honest.
That's just crazy, because Cell's story is fucking stupid, and Frieza's is great.
I don't know, the thought of this creation coming alive is more interesting to me than this just random tyrant in the universe.
I feel like you are just saying that to disagree with me. I feel like the story of Cell is so fucking brain dead and stupid. The only redeeming quality of Cell is his personality and how fun of a character he is. But, like, the actual story, like, his origin story is so just like, we need a guy, so, yeah, the guy that made the androids, he also made a bug. Yeah, the bug's dangerous. If it eats the androids, it's crazy strong. That's literally Cell's story. And I'm like, this is so fucking stupid to me. And to say, like, yeah, that's cooler than a tyrant taking over the universe, I'm like, what?
I
What?
think fucking Frieza's stupid. They're not just Frieza. I think the fucking Saiyans are stupid. They're monkey dudes with tails that they fucking transform under a full moon. What do you mean all of Dragon Ball's stupid?
Why is that stupid?
It's just fucking silly.
That's... I don't know. I just disagree with you. I think you are just disagreeing with me to disagree. And it's hard to, like...
Okay, whatever you say.
It's... Okay. Hi, Ewan. Hop on BG Blitz. Good lord, no. Good morning, Dark Princess. BG Blitz Poggies, BG Blitz Gang. I'm rank 5, BDK, and NA grinding towards rank 1 title. Frieza boring. Future Trunks Saga goated. Cell boring. Those... okay. I could do some BG Blitz, yeah. I think all Dragon Ball is overrated. I think all of Dragon Ball is overrated. I do think the Frieza saga, from the beginning of Dragon Ball to Frieza dying, is a good story. Is it perfect? No. It has some points that are fucking stupid. And there's a lot of Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z in general that is stupid. Charging up for 3 episodes is a fucking time waster. And holy shit, that shit was awful. Some of the characters are a little ridiculous. A lot of the villains in Dragon Ball are very one-dimensional and just, yeah, I'm evil to be evil. And, like, for a conscripted army, because there's a lot of parallels between Frieza's army and, like, the Guardians, where he takes over a planet, gives all the warriors there the choice, work under me or die, and a lot of them decide to work under him. You'd think a lot of them would have resentment. You'd think a lot of them would be like, I am just waiting for an opportunity to get back at Frieza and avenge my homeworld. And the only one that's like that is Vegeta. And even him is like, I'm just as bad as Frieza myself, I'm just spiteful. There's not a single, like, honorable soldier in Frieza's army. And you'd think, you know, with the hundreds of worlds he's taken over, at least some of them would be like, I'm just fucking biding my time to betray him. And, like, that would have been a way better story if, like, as Goku, Krillin, Gohan, Bulma are kind of, like, throwing a wrench in Frieza's plans, as his army is kind of crumbling on Namek, more and more of them start betraying Frieza, and he just regularly has to deal with people, like, trying to stab him in the back. And he's so strong that he can deal with it initially and think nothing of it. But then, like, you know, some of the stronger members get hits on him. Or, like, some of the people are like, I'm not strong, but I've made it so that the people you were looking for escaped. Like, not just like, I'm getting back at you physically and stabbing you, but, like, I'm sabotaging your plans, which will really piss you off. That would have made Dragon Ball Z even better. That story even better. But, like, I really, really like that it was such a long-spanning story that the stuff Frieza and Namek and stuff that is happening on Namek affects early Dragon Ball. And when that's done, that's great. But then it's just, we need more. So, this guy made androids. He was a completely trash, throwaway villain in Dragon Ball. He was making androids that had a power level of like 50, but now, because he studied Goku, he has made androids with power levels of 2 bajillion. That's just nonsensical to me. That's just fucking like, what? How did he get such a jump in power from making, like, robotics? Like, from making fucking androids?
Clearly don't understand how science works, Ewan.
Clearly. And then also he's like, oh, by the way, I'm like the leading technology expert in androids, but also bugs. I made a super bug. He's crazy strong, and he eats androids. That's the cool part. What? What? Can't do a Q as tank. You don't want to hear his bad takes. Imagine not liking 20 episodes of charging the spirit bomb. Ah, it's not a bug. It's a cicada. Push glasses. All my homies like Krillin Destructo Disc. Everybody hates Krillin. I think he's the fucking coolest character. He is literally the strongest human. Married a hot wife. Happy with a family. Rich. There's an episode where he's driving a fucking Ferrari. Like, Krillin is actually the fucking G. Destructo Disc, 1 week power up for super.
He's bald.
He's not bald.
What?
He shaved his head.
He's not bald.
That was literally a choice. He has never been bald.
That's still bald. He doesn't have hair.
No, he was literally just shaving it because he was a fucking monk, and then he decided, you know what, I'm not gonna do this anymore, and has a fucking full head of hair.
Nope, he's bald.
He's not.
He's bald.
Ah yes, the thinly disguised Vorphesh.
Spherical head.
Plot armor. Frieza gets his tail cut off by Destructo Disc. Krillin goated. Even though it's Super not Z, Beerus is goated on the sauce for real. Beerus is a fun character. There's a lot of Super that I think is fucking stupid. He made a creature using cells from all the dragon fighters? You just don't understand the nuance?
Instinct.
Huh?
Ultra Instinct is so good.
Ultra Instinct is fun for memes. As a power, I'm like,
I love
this
Ultra.
is silly.
Nah, it makes a lot of sense to me. I don't know.
The day Dragon Ball lost my respect was they kill the true most powerful ape with only 3 punch. Krillin shaves his head regularly. He has hair. Super is trash. Krillin also got with 18, so like, dude wins at life. There's the new Dragon Ball game coming out. It's called like Sparking Zero or something. And if you fight 18 as Krillin, they have special dialogue at the start. And Krillin goes, oh gosh, 18, just go easy on me, okay? Just go easy on me, okay? Every man has their limits. It's just like, okay, dude, come on.
I think I'm the only person that was never really into 18 that much.
I don't think she's like a perfect character. I just recognize that she's hot.
No, not that. No. It's like I don't really think she's that hot in my
Really?
eyes. Yeah, not my type.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
she's not my type either, but I still think a lot of people would find this hot.
No, I can see that. That's fair. I'm
Mhm.
just saying I didn't.
Do you think there is a
But
best
I know a
girl
lot of
of
people
Dragon
who-
Ball?
Hmm.
Because I'm like,
One
if
that
not
I
18...
find attractive.
Yeah, I'm like, if not 18, then... There's not many girls in Dragon Ball. Oh, geez. There's Chi-Chi, Bulma, 21, Kefla,
It wouldn't be from the actual series, I don't think. If it's what I it was probably. I'm pretty sure they are one of the androids, but they're from the game.
21.
Is it 21?
Yes. She's the scientist girl. And she, like, transforms
Yeah.
into, like, it looks like she absorbed Majin Buu.
Yeah.
God, why is Krillin so cool,
Yeah.
man? Anytime I play DBZ Budokai 2, I always play Krillin. What is in that game and he's lore accurate? Whis is in that game. You heckin' cute. Hi, Archangel. Wait, Yules, what's your type? Android 21, Common Black, Square W. I think one of the best things in Sparking Zero is in all the old Dragon Ball games, every character has a way to fly. But Hercule is in the game, and he's always had a jetpack. He can't fly, he just has a jetpack, and that's how he flies. They just took that out in the new game. He just can't. He's literally stuck on the ground. They're like, you want a joke character? You fucking got it. Here's your joke character. And he's literally like, everybody else can fly and just like shoot energy blasts at him, and he's just fucking stuck down there.
Alright, I'm gonna head out.
Okay.
I told Fubo to go watch anime with him.
Have fun. Which one are you watching?
Probably, I'm gonna try and get him to watch Vivi.
Okay.
I want him to watch
One
it.
you might
I
be
want him to
interested
try.
in is DDDD. The 4 DEs
What
one.
the fuck is that?
So,
DDDD
to give you a synopsis real quick.
anime.
A alien invasion comes to Earth and a massive like mothership just starts floating above Japan. But it doesn't do anything. And so humans are basically arguing with each other like, do we attack it and try to nuke it out of the sky? Or, you know, they're not attacking us, they're not hostile, just leave them be, because, you know, what if they have super technology and wipe us out? Clearly they've got a spaceship, so their technology is better than us. And it's a slice of life anime about kids growing up literally under an alien invasion.
Huh.
There is also, and I don't know if it's a hypothetical scene or a shit hits the fan scene, but episode 11 or 12 just has like a 5-minute sequence of holy shit, shit goes down. That's how I learned about it.
I see. That sounds cool. Alright.
Yeah. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.
Mhm. Even though I have completely reversed my WoW enjoyment, PvP is my main content. I play Blood in PvP. In Mythic Plus Raid, or my side content that I play as Unholy. This is the way. It's not alien invasion. If they are just parked there, Yolan. No, that would still be an invasion. If Russia goes across the Ukraine border and doesn't attack anybody, but just sets up a fucking death fortress, we would still call that an invasion. Farisu Pitch, you always love PvP. No, I don't think she did. I think Farisu has gone through a fucking metamorphosis in the last year. She probably... I don't know, did you like PvP back then? Set up one ship. We're at 5.2 miles. I liked rated BGs, yeah? Arena slop. I like large-scale PvP. The most fun I ever had with PvP in a game, Farisu, was World vs. World and Guild Wars 2. I really like Alterac Valley, but the problem with the Alterac Valley is that it just becomes into a Zerg rush. I fucking love... God. How do you know somebody played Classic WoW? Don't worry, they'll tell you. I fucking loved Alterac Valley and Classic WoW, where you would queue up. You would literally defend, your final 2 towers from Alliance for 3 hours straight. And then you'd be like, man, I gotta go to bed. And you'd go to bed. And you'd wake up, it'd be Saturday. You'd join a battleground, and you're in the same fucking Alterac Valley. You see the same people. You see a guy with 400 honorable kills. You've still got those 2 towers. And you just get right back in there. Alright guys, I'm fucking back. I'm gonna turn the tide. And nothing fucking changes. I liked rated BGs. Yeah, Arena Slump. I was a big fan of 16 vs 16, 32 vs 32, Battlefront 1, and 64 vs 64, Battlefront 2. Good old Altered Valley, and seeing the priests throw people off the ledges with mind control. That shit was peak! That shit was the best! World vs. World, 200 vs 200 vs 200, nothing has ever come close to my enjoyment of PvP than that. Because that is just such a scale of like, this is so fucking cool. Euland, I've had people ask me very inappropriate questions due to my transmog selection and BG Blitz. Why are you saying, like, feels bad, man? You want that attention. I know for a fact you're like, oh, fucking hell yeah, look at me. I do not, I just like my transmog. I don't know if I believe you, Freesit. I hate your transmog. I'll tell you that right now. I fucking hate it. You wanna know why? Because I'm spiteful, and you insulted my transmog. You called me basic, and shit, and told me to get a better one, and I was like, you know what, fuck you. Your transmog is shit. Even if I think it's good, now I hate it. Fuck, bro, damn. Did they ask you if you were gay? Did this happen? If it did, I'm based. This part of BDO giving me PTSD? We're almost done, Cairo. It did. We were in a raid. I'm in the Night Elf Heritage armor. And you're like, yo, and your transmog is shit. You're basic. You're so basic. You need to fix your transmog. And I'm like, fuck you. Oh yeah, true. Fix that shit. I'm not gonna spend, like, every day checking the black market auction house for, like, some stupid tier 3 shoulders because you can't get them anymore. I'm happy for you that you like it. I'm not going to go through that effort. I like the Night Elf Heritage armor. This is where you get your boat built, which unironically takes a month or two. Set using Andy? You use a set! You literally have 3 pieces from the same set and just hide the rest of it. Get out of here with your fucking, oh, you use sets and I don't. You're a basic bitch, Elon. Fuck you. I crafted my pauldrons personally using the Knack secrets. What are your gloves and boots from? Imagine using beam off for T3. Heh, casual. Crafting tier 3 from Knack secrets. I also have the belt. That reminded me of Firefall when the AI enemies take towers. It was fun, but damn those AI kick ass. My favorite part about all the boats is there was a guild called the BDO Pirates that would just destroy people out on the ocean. Like you're fishing in your little boat and 5 whole ass ships roll up on you. Good lord. Yules, you want to see my mog? Yes. You can DM it to me, or you can share it in neat stuff. 5.4 miles. Oh, we got Oldham next. Ow, fuck. Ow. Guys, I think the camera's a little busted here. Guys, I think, it's not loading the zone up there. Oh, it was down there. Huh. Nealon, what pace do you walk at, by the way? 2.5 miles per hour. Knack secrets? Wow, mains extended, it's not fair. Was it really? Fuck, I was on right before I started walking. I was like, I'm gonna check my vault. Even though I know reset is at 10 AM my time, I'm still gonna check it now because I'm very excited for my vault. You can go on a 2 to 4 hour quest line to unlock Old Skolo and 2-3 armor set crafting and old BOE weapons missing armor pieces and Nax. Damn, that's fast. Oh, it's the old Nax gear. Yeah, but it costs a butt fuck of gold to craft it. Now when do you add fucking... Now when do you add rucking to the mix? Never. Never. The reason we go at 2.5 miles, Cairo, is because, one, the treadmill is quiet enough that it doesn't get picked up on my mic. And two, it's not a strenuous enough workout for me that I start breathing heavy. The workout is specifically like a kind of low effort workout, so that I never get winded to the point, because it's a just chatting stream in disguise, right? And so I'm never looking to like increase the speed or increase the weight, even though those would be better for the workout. I feel like they'd be worse for the presentation. Lamau 12 PC. It got increased by 2 hours. Oh my god. Ugh. No, it's missing the corrupted Ashbringer. I can't say it's all old max here. Also no tier 3 rings and no crit BOE ring. Why would you want the rings? I farmed out an entire set of tokens to slowly work on Warrior T3 over time. Good usage of my time back in 10.1.5. You know what's crazy to me, Farisu? The rings are part of the set, Yulin? Yeah, but who cares? You can't see them. Nobody's going around actually wearing the full set. I do? Yeah, but you're dumb. Who cares what you want? I want it in my bank. You can have my Ashbringer. This is crazy to me, Farisu. When you look at mounts, I have an add-on that shows like the rarity of mounts based on how many people have them. So anytime a new mount comes out, it's immediately like legendary quality because it's new and not many people have it. A lot of the like, you know, the horses you buy at level 10, they're gray quality because of course everybody fucking has them. What is fucking surprising to me is very high up in the rarity. Very few people have these. All the Argent Crusade mounts. People just don't want to go back to Wrath of the Lich King and get those. I don't know why. I have them all. And they're still, like, considered, like, rare quality. He doesn't want to moan and groan on stream. This is for other lobbies. Exactly. Hi, Valdir. This is for other lobbies. Very good one. We only use sub 1% mounts. God, you are such a fucking annoying hipster. Because it takes, like, 30 weeks? Can you just, like, be nice and, like, let somebody have one little thing? Do you have to, like... Is that your personality, Farisu? God damn, chill. You can farm out every single Argent mount in a day if you want? Yeah. Yeah, I don't think they're particularly hard to get. I mean, even getting them casually. It's just, you know, go out there, spend 5 minutes, and go home. It's really not that hard. But, like, nobody's done the grind. Says the bigger hipster? No, Gale. I am not a bigger hipster than Farisu. I'm a hipster. Farisu is fucking... What's the word? Not unbearable. I'm forgetting it. They added 3 tokens to Heroic mode. So people just run Heroic on 65 characters? Oh, that's funny. Okay. What did we do? 5.4 miles? Alright, where's my mouse? It's here. We couldn't watch this person. They had to go to work. And then... I already forgot the mouse. It was 5.4, right? 5.4 miles. And now we rest. Done. But Farisu is a hot hipster, so they get a pass? No, they fucked up. Farisu is a bear? Farisu is the furthest thing from a bear. Farisu is a bear. I'm not a hipster, and I'm not a bear. You are absolutely a hipster. High-aired Paragon. I got the Astral Cloud Serpent and decided that was cool enough to rock forever. My rarest mount is 0.0049. She literally just said she's not a hipster, guys. I just want you to, like, take note of that. She literally just said, I'm not a hipster, But I know the rarity of my rarest mount, 0.0049. Okay. Yeah, okay. I don't even use that mount. I use my blimp. Well done, Ewan. Thank you. Ah. We're going inside. This kind of works. Okay. Oh, it doesn't work at all. You can totally see through that. I was gonna change behind the bed curtain there, and it's fucking see-through. I gotta find something else to change behind. This'll work. Behavior. Look at me. You guys recognize this room? Oh, excess overlay crashed. Neat. We love when that happens. I have no idea what anyone is saying. So while excess overlay is relaunching, I'll be right back. I want to change. Ah. Calibrate. Whoa, what the fuck is going on there? What? Oh, I was like hitting a wall so my model like couldn't match the trackers. It was freaking the fuck out. Do I have excess overlay back? I do. I don't even use that mount. I use my blimp. You still know, off the top of your head, the rarity of your most rare mount, and you are willing to belt that information out. The drop of a hat. You fucking hipster. Void Blimp Gang, well done, Ewan. Thank you. Freezy was a fried chicken. I'm a hungry guy. I like using my fox. I just use my class all mount because it's neat mount animation. I have a small selection of mounts I like: Zaval, Soul Eater, Tyven, the Avarice, Drake, Skin, Void Blimp. Mine is 068. It's the male sorting room. Which mount is this? Glad mount or something? Swift Alliance Seed. Oh, 10-man Deathless Insanity. You and I type in the website and I look at the rarity. Data for Azeroth is a thing. Yeah, most people don't do that. Most people are like, oh cool, I have a neat mount. Yules has Zalitos. Top crit. You cannot say that. He will hear you. He'll hear you and I'll get sent 3 fucking memes of Zaltath's feet. It matches my mop challenge mode armor. Oh, you barefoot person, Snippa. Hi, Dehi. Heck yeah, 5.4 miles. You know, I always mounts that fit my aesthetic. It's Ty. It's Valorous. Oh god, there he is. He heard you. He heard you. Now he's gonna send me a bunch of fucking feet. Thank you, Octal Mage. You spoil me. Why do you spoil me so much? Uh-oh. Good night. I'll fucking do it here. How rare was Vial of the Sands or the Time Lost Proto-Drake? I'm running. Are you the monk I do BGs with? Octal Mage is parasocial for... No. No, if I'm good, yes. Otherwise, no. Chad comment. Alright. We're gonna respawn. That kept us in here. We love maps with moving respawn points. There's Alex. We're gonna go... Alex, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, I'm going back down to Icy Fire and I'm gonna drop the portal down there. I don't even know if Icy Fire's awake. Hopefully he is. Worlds. Chatting. Friends. Drop portal. This is Etoile new world. Got a ton of enjoyment out of your stream. Nice to have something to listen to while I work in Unity. Well, I'm glad you feel that way. I had a similar comment on the YouTube videos today. I'd posted Ringing Deeps and somebody was like, "Thank you for posting these videos." And I was like, you can't say that. Although I need to re-upload the Ringing Deeps video. The 6th section of it was crackly. Alright. I've already explored this world, but you guys get to now. You pop in here. The kitchen's over here. There's a tree out there. It all loops back in on itself, so you can go down here. This goes up to where we just were. There she is! There's Etoile. Where's the thing? Supporters. There's Wispy Woo. There's Oni. There's Sovereign. Hang on. Brisa, you're on this, right? I could have sworn I saw your name on this the other day. Meanwhile, I'm a loser posting mythic kill videos. That's... I don't think that makes you a loser. Okay. Didn't see those the first time I was here. This leads to the kitchen, I think. Yeah. And then there was the other staircase that went down. I banned her. Oh, just kidding. Udon VR just needs to update. What world is this? This is Sequoia Den. It's Sequoia Den. It was made by Etoile, who's literally right there in chat. And it was posted the 21st, updated the 24th. What day are we on? The 24th. So, literally updated today. Oh shit, it's got battle shots. Game room down here. Check this out. Anybody play this fucking game? If anyone hasn't, Tunic is fucking incredible. Tunic, haven't played Tunic? I didn't play it myself, but Core played it, and I was basically on her shoulder the whole time. It's so fucking good. That's awesome. I'm going to check it out. This is the VIP room. Door is currently locked to non-VIP members. Oh, I can't even see in there. She's smart for that. She's smart for that. I've been in there before, but I can't get in there on my own. Awesome, I'm going to check it out. Never played it. It's neat to see this all fleshed out now. When all I saw of when you were working on it was just a tunnel and a waterfall pack. If this is the same world. Alright. I need a drink. That's what I need. Jeez. I was tripped on my shoes. Etoile, I have three 3 criteria for like what I use for Stream Worlds when I finish walking. Number 1 is I need a place to sit that's kind of like a couch. So like this is fucking perfect. However, I also need a cool backdrop and I need to see them together. So while this picture is cool, I wouldn't really like it for, you know, chilling with stream at the end. However, there's this bed here, which has the trees and like the skybox behind it, which I'm like, all right, hell yeah, that works. This bed also works. So your map has a lot of the things that disqualify most maps for my thing. The third thing I need is music. I don't want to find my own music each time. So I like it when a map has music. But like, just this here, the bed with the pillows that I can kind of lean against and like use as a couch is just like, yep, that's what I need. And so many maps, just don't do that. So like Artsy Glitch, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with her. Every single one of her maps, at least the ones I've checked, she'll put a sofa and face them toward the window. So it's be like, you want to see the cool backdrop? Well, look straight at it. And I'm like, no, I want it behind me. I want it to be like, I want it to be a thing so that the camera sees it behind me. And like, I love their worlds so much, and I feel like I can't use any of them. Hi, Farrell. You know what else is incredible? Strawberry and cream cheese French toast. That's what. Also, NA servers need to hurry up and stop extending I have farming to do. Farrell, I've been trying to eat more healthy, right? You know what I discovered recently? Listen to this. Listen to this shit. Dark chocolate hummus. It's fucking awesome, dude. Dude, I am fucking consuming it with pretzel sticks. What? Dark chocolate hummus. Oh, dude, I love it so much. 3 criteria. Okay. Yes. There's 3 things that I really like for my maps. And Etwall has them. Did you try pretzels and milk? Ew, no. I did try pretzels and yogurt. It's okay. I'd rather have just regular hummus than yogurt. But dark chocolate hummus, that's the fucking goat right there. Okay. Where's this cable? There it is. Look how comfy I look. So tasty. Why did I say so tasty? It's because Etwall's here and I'm just thinking of Etwall. So tasty. So good. God damn it. I'd purge that from my memory. And now, because of your fucking stream, I just think of it so often. God. Alright. Udon VR needs to update. What world is this? Sequoia Den. That's awesome. I'm going to check it out. Tunic is a wonderful game. Has a different world currently on the back burner. Take them off then. I'm familiar, yes. Oh, gotcha. You know what else is incredible? Oh, I'm a big fan of Artsy Glitch worlds. I like them. They're very comfy. I just haven't found one that I can use yet. Giant Ushigi downstairs. What? Did you try pretzels and milk? Yules, I made some creamy mushroom with ground beef spaghetti yesterday. Hell yeah. Peanut butter filled pretzels dipped in Nutella though? Not like dipping them just together. There is a box of peanut butter filled pretzels upstairs and it's unopened. And I'm the type who, like, if somebody else buys food, I'll always ask if I can have some. I'll always ask if it's like, hey, do you mind if I have, you know, a bowl of this, handful of that, yada yada. But they've just like, I don't want to be the one to open it. So even if they have it and they'd be totally fine with sharing it, I don't want to be the one to open it. So they have these peanut butter filled pretzel bites upstairs, and I just keep seeing them. Like, fucking open them. Just fucking open them so I can ask if I can have some. Dark Choco is best Choco. That sounds delish. So good and tasty. I love that guy so much, though. What is that from? I showed it to you recently, Full. It's the, I showed it to you in court. It's this chef. I don't know if it's a YouTube channel or a show. But he just keeps, like, saying, so tasty, so good about the food he's cooking. And he is overly excited for it. Artsy glitch maps goated. Mustard pretzels are best pretzels? I don't really like mustard, so I don't think I'd like those too much. Thank you, Alex. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get better at cooking. I don't really care too much about being better at cooking. I do want to eat healthier, which right now I feel like, oh god, everything I'm eating is healthy. I'm eating a lot of bean burritos, a lot of hard-boiled eggs, a lot of, like, veggie blend cereals, and pretzels with hummus. That's, like, 90% of what I eat. Which I'm like, hey, I'm doing pretty good, right? That's pretty good. That's well. You did really good on your map. Good job. Now, listening to you talk reminds me of you acting out the South Park skit. Play the bass? I can't play the bass. Oh, god damn it. We used to joke about that so much. It's so fucking funny. Good for you. It's the, Hartman trying to start a band in South Park. And, he's like, alright, Butters, give me a beat on the drums. And Butters starts playing. That's good, that's good. Alright, Token, give me a lick. I don't know how to play bass. What do you mean you don't know how to play bass? I don't know how to play bass. I've never played before. Token, you have a bass... Or no, it's a Token, where's your bass guitar? I don't have a bass guitar. Token, you're black, you have a bass guitar. Go check your basement or something. And he's like, you're never gonna believe this, Cartman. I did have a bass guitar. It's like, oh god, I shouldn't be laughing at this as much as I am, but that shit was so funny. It's the, it's Token's disbelief at it every time, at him just being like, I hate that he was right with this. That was so good. The like, Token, give me a lick, give me a bass line. I don't know how to play bass. We've been over this, Token. You know how to play bass. God damn it. God damn it. Why is he right on this? Faith +1. Oh god. What was the other one? There's another... I need to send you a joke, Farrell. He did in fact know how to play bass. There's another joke that's along that line of humor, where it's like, it's talking about race, but it's not necessarily mean-spirited racism. It fucking hits me so hard. No more samesies. It's not that one. Okay, I've shown everyone here samesies. I've posted it in my Discord like 3 times. Farrell, I think, is the one that found samesies and showed all of us in the WoW Guild like 10 years ago. With the, hi. With the, alright, does anybody have any questions? Yeah, why does he look like the knight? Oh, yes, why? That's a good question. Questions about samesies. It is very much like that line of humor. Might have been Moya? It might have been. I always thought it was you. Not that it matters too much. It's Tuesday. We've got Stardew Valley today. We're not gonna... This isn't gonna be our final session. We were starting to think it might be. And then, we learned about the Crimson Badlands. After Stardew is WoW Raid. What is your guild up to, Farrell? We're 4 of 8 heroic. we kind of bowled over the sword guy and Rashanan. One of 8 mythic? Hell yeah. And then we got to Princess, and we've got a few people that I'm not gonna say they're bad. They just take a few tries to learn how mechanics work. We've got a few people that they're still sending orbs through the middle. We've got a lot of people that don't understand portal placement. And, like, we keep getting portals, like, all on one side. It's like, guys, this is a problem. We are the butt of the joke. Or us, the black token guy. It's not... Look, okay. There are racist jokes that are very mean-spirited and nasty, right? I'm not super down with those. But when jokes, like, address differences in race without a maliciousness, that's kind of funny. In the Samesies sketch, there's a bunch of cavemen, but it's literally like a comedy group, so they're all white and one of them's black. And one of them goes, yeah, why does he look like the knight? Which is like... It's a joke about why does he have dark skin compared to the rest of us. But it's not from the sense of like, oh, I don't like this guy because he's different. It's the idea of cavemen not understanding it that makes it kind of funny. The sword guy, although the big suck doesn't work that way, I wish they understood that. Racism needs maliciousness, I believe. Yeah, racism needs maliciousness, but like, there can be differences revolving around race, differences because of race, that doesn't come from a place of maliciousness, right? Why do you need to explain yourself, Elon? Is funny? Because there's some people that would take that as racism. They would take that and be like, oh, you said black people, so clearly. And it's like, no, not necessarily. There could be racism through ignorance too. There could be. Tell them how long it took you to understand why does he look like the knight. I had forgotten that part, Farrell. It wasn't until like the 3rd watch through that I get it, because my dumbass thought like they were referencing a movie with that when he was like, why does he look like the knight? I wasn't thinking he's pointing at the black guy. I was thinking, oh, did this guy like do some movie where he played a knight character in a medieval setting? And then it was Farrell who was like, this is funny to me. This is how jokes like this should be done. And I was like, what do you mean it's a joke about race? The gong goes off in my head. Oh, I'm stupid. When Zaltat says, I wish you lasted longer, it's just like real life. Was it... I don't remember if I saw it on the WoW subreddit or you sent it to me, Ty. But I saw somebody that was like, Blizzard creates a character that has her toes out and is constantly barefoot and chooses to be barefoot. Same character also has a line in a very grindable and farmable activity where she says, I wish you would lasted longer. What did Blizzard mean by this? I didn't go over my notes at all today, actually. I just realized we literally just yapped the whole fucking day. Cairo. You're here, right, Cairo? I have not seen that, so it wasn't me. I'm pretty sure it was just the WoW subreddit. Cairo. There's a Zenless Zone Zero update. Oh, you don't play Zenless anymore, do you? Fuck. Cairo was my go-to Zenless person, and now they took out the TV. I wanted to know how bad that was. Because apparently people are like, there's an update, but they took out the TV. Blizzard knows exactly what they did. I have not seen that, so it wasn't me. What Blizzard meant is not enough stamina during sex. I'm gonna save some of my stories for tomorrow. But some of them I have to go over today, right? So, like, you guys remember the Success Kid from the meme? Where it's like, I don't know, eat sand, people still think you're cool, and it's the kid who's got sand all over his mouth and he's doing the little, like, fist. That kid turned 18 today. That's a moment of like, holy shit, I'm old. What do you mean he turned 18? I can save that one for tomorrow. Save that one for tomorrow. Bunch of VTubers got banned for using stolen information for purchase bits. We kind of talked about that. I want to tell you guys a post about it from the VRChat subreddit. It is the one of the most sad posts I've ever seen online. It's this guy. I had 3 friends that got banned. Or I was the only person that sent them bits. And they got reverted this morning. We mentioned it briefly earlier. It's so like, how? How does this even fucking happen? There was a post on the VRChat subreddit. Basically, this guy's like, hey guys, I really like this girl, but she leaves without saying anything. We'll be in a world together, and sometimes mid-conversation, she'll just leave to go check on other people. And sometimes she comes back, and sometimes she doesn't. But she never says when she's leaving. This is like super rude, right? But I really like her. It wouldn't bother me if it was anyone else, but I really, really like her. And like, I don't own her. So like, you know, it's not my place to like make her say goodbye when she leaves. But it feels really rude when she does it. And everyone in the comments was like, I'm glad you had to specify that you don't own her, buddy. Like, if you don't like it, whatever. But like, this is really sad and just like middle school drama to read. I really like her, but she doesn't say goodbye. I don't own her, but she doesn't say goodbye. And it was just like, I don't like it when people just leave without saying anything either. If I'm in a Discord call and somebody like just bounces, to me I'm like, why? Like, let me kiss you goodbye, damn it. But at the same time, I know what it's like to be in a call of 10 people and they're all talking and you're like, oh, I don't really want to interrupt. I just kind of want to just, you know, disappear into the background and be back tomorrow. So I get it, right? I like it when people say goodbye to me, but I understand the perspective of like, I don't really want to say goodbye. I just want to come and go as I please. Come and go as I please. This post on the subreddit though just looks so... It just looks so middle school drama and like irrelevant to every single person on this planet. And I'll let you can kiss me goodbye. Really? Hell yeah. I do that too. It depends. Sometimes I say bye or goodnight. I've forced myself to get in the habit of saying goodbye. So even if I haven't said anything for like 2 hours, I'll unmute and be like, bye-bye, time for bed, and everybody will go, good night, Yulin, night-night, night-night, Yulin, and then I'll head off. There are times, though, where I'm like, I don't want to say goodbye. I literally just, like, want to go. And I feel like I have to wait for them to stop talking so I could say goodnight. And I feel like there's been a few times where, like, they're deep in a conversation, and I'll just be like, sorry to interrupt, good night, and like, I'll just interrupt with that, and sometimes they'll keep talking, sometimes they'll be like, okay, good night, but like, if I interrupt with, sorry to interrupt, what is the dog in your lap? They're not a dog, it's Alex.
Bark.
No, stop, don't humor them. I feel like it's okay to interrupt if it's really short and sorry to interrupt. I literally gotta go, right? If you're interrupting with, you know, oh, I gotta tell you about this thing that's like, I clearly didn't need to interrupt and I'm gonna just long-winded talk about something. I don't think people appreciate it being interrupted in that regard. But I feel like most people don't mind when you interrupt to just say, I literally have to go bye. Good old Irish goodbye. Depends. Sometimes I say bye or goodnight, but other times I'm just like, I want to leave. Mostly in VRChat. I just leave sometimes because I don't want to deal. Yeah. I type like I'm drunk sometimes when I'm tired. Or like if my batteries die, I'm not gonna replug my headset, just say bye, I'll just leave. I find it so rude that you have to go, Ewan. I do have some Irish genes, so you have to be here forever? No, no, no. 9 times out of 10, I'm saying goodnight. There's a few people... Okay, no, hold on. 7 times out of 10, I'm saying goodnight. 1 time out of 10, I'll leave, but it's in such a big crowd that, like... Or, like, they're very active that I feel rude interrupting, and I'm trying to do that less. I'm trying to, like, interrupt to say, I gotta go, good night, but I love you all. I'd say maybe 2 times out of 10, I'm with Core, Senril, Fradel, and Full, and we're in a group chat. And I get up to go, like, to the bathroom, and then instead of, like, returning to my desk, I think I came from my bed. So I'll walk back to my bed and think I'm going back to sleep, and I'll just fall asleep there. And then I'll wake up and I'll be like, I don't remember any of that happening. And then I'll, you know, the next day, Core will be like, where'd you go? And I was like, what do you mean, where'd I go? And they're like, you went to the bathroom and never came back. I was like, oh, did I just go to the bathroom and then go to bed? Oopsie. I do that a lot, especially if I'm in that group chat. Okay, but like Yules, let's mute on VR chat. You can't really just say, okay, sorry for the interruption. Well, you can type it, right? You can, like, put in the chat box. I'm heading out, goodbye. And if they catch it, you know, great. If they don't catch it, well, you tried. I bet you're excited, Crit, for the next update for VR chat. I'm drunk typing hard. I bet you're excited for the next update that's going to make it so that you can mute individual chat boxes from people, and it's not just an all or nothing. Because right now, a lot of people connect their fucking Spotify to their chat box, and they have a walking billboard. And so, a lot of people just turn off all chat boxes. And when you meet a mute that is, like, talking with chat boxes, you're just like, what are they not saying anything? It's like, oh, you got to turn your chat boxes on. It's like, ugh. But now, people can have them on, and they see some person with a billboard and mute that person and not mute all chat boxes. I'm so excited. Are they going to rebind my mute button too? They might. Trying to get me to accidentally unmute again? I don't think so, but check. Hi, Kiark. Also, chat boxes will respect earmuff mode. It's going to be huge. Good. I actually didn't know that about earmuff mode. It's so overdue. So mad. Like when I realized that on my homeworld. You gay. Have you played Tears of Kingdom already? Yes, I have. Almost cried because I was just so mad. So wait, you caught it in your homeworld and nobody could have heard you. I'm glad you caught it before, like, that happened. Unmuting is fucking scary. A lot of people pressure mutes to unmute. I'm sure you know this, Crit, being mute. But I see so many people, like, just pressure to unmute. If there's a mute streamer, if they're like, hey guys, let's discuss subathon, immediately 5 people are going to be like, first sub goal, unmute. And it's like, okay, well, not really wanting to do that. Like, there's so much pressure and hype for the unmute. And it's just like, and it's scary. I've seen unmutes go great. I've seen them go really, really bad. I'm short on rupees. What's the best way to gain some that you used? The duplication glitch has been patched out for most versions at all. I'm sure there's still some ways to do it. What did I do for rupees? Run around and find gemstones you can break? Yeah, I mean, it's basically like a good early game tool you can do is jump in all the wells. Jump in all the wells and go talk to the lady and be like, I have acquired I have jumped in wells, and she'll be like, great, I'll give you 10 rupees per well. And there's like 80 something in the game. That only adds up to 800. That's actually not much at all. You can sell gemstones. I think you can sell, what's the special material? You need it to upgrade your capacity. But I think those sell really, really high as well. Yep, and you know what's hilarious? They always try that, well, if you don't unmute, you aren't a real girl. It's God. Crit, I cannot tell you how many people think mute equals just guy by default. But it's actually, I'd say it's like 50-50. I'd say half the mutes are guys that, you know, they're trying escapism. They don't like their voice. They don't want to deal with that. You know, for whatever reason they're mute. I'd say half the mutes are girls, and a big reason girls are mute is because, wow, they don't like being harassed for being a girl. If you play like any competitive game, League of Legends, Overwatch, Call of Duty, and you're a girl, you mic up even once you're kicked from the lobby. Even if you have the best call out, even if you literally say nothing but like exactly what they want you to say if you were a guy, it's girl kicked from the thing. And so it's like, just mute. Just stay fucking mute and don't be a problem, and, you know, avoid less problems. And then it's like, how come you don't unmute? Must be a guy. Must be a guy. Bet you're a guy. And it's just like, oh my god. I remember meeting a girl in Wrath of the Lich King. And this was fucking eye-opening to me. She played a male Blood Elf Paladin. And, like, I'm literally playing a female character. And somebody else playing a female character goes, what the fuck? You're a girl? How come you're playing a guy character? And she goes, you are literally playing a girl character. Literally, you know the answer. And he was like, oh, well, the girls are cuter. And she's like, okay, well, now I think the guys are cuter. Does that answer your question? And he was like, oh, I guess so. She's like, no. That was me being sassy. The real answer is, I don't like getting sent dick pics. So if I play a guy, nobody thinks I'm a girl. And it was just like, oh, okay. I had a lot of perspective change happen from that conversation. Who was the cute Nanachi cuddling you, Yuland? It's Aspie Alex. Yuland is going to unmute, which is, of course, and I'm like, huh? Well, I don't care what you think. I don't like playing my game with game-breaking glitches. It's not necessarily game-breaking, but it is a glitch. Can't wait. I'm a girl. I don't have to prove it. Run around and find gemstones you can break, or deposits, charges, and crystallized charges. Yeah, it's the charges. Those stuff. I met a girl that mutes herself for safety reasons. Yeah. Yes, like the mood changes. It's 100% understandable. Girls are just too good, and the guys get jealous. Like, they treat you like a mute girl, and it's fine. But as soon as they know you are a girl, the harassment does not stop. Just leave me alone. I'm trying to vibe. Then they just stare at you from across the room. Oh, God. You're lucky if you only get a pic. They are sending videos now. God. Another reason why I do not have my Discord on my bio on VRChat. Fuck that. I feel like me just being a femboy, I've gotten a lot of unsolicited shit. And I feel like that just doesn't compare to some of the treatment girls get. There's just... And, like, I'm sure there's just as many... Well, maybe not just as many. There's a lot of girls that are, like, tone deaf and, like, fucking think the world revolves... There's a lot of girls that think things are supposed to be a certain way. You know, like, we've seen girls that are like, if you're not 6 foot tall, you're basically a woman. Don't even talk to me. I'd say that's the equivalent. But there's so many guys. There's so many fucking guys that just do not understand how fucking obnoxious they can be with just, like, they're like incels and nice guys. And they just think, oh, I showed up, give sex. And it's like, what? What? No. Like, I don't know how to describe it, but I feel like it's a lot more noticeable with guys. I'm sure it's extremely prevalent for girls and guys, but I just see so many guys that's just... Ugh. Both sides are bad. Under 5'8", girl. I sure hope a femboy doesn't send me unsolicited images. I heard you. I've gotten unsolicited images from a femboy. From femboys, plural. And I always have to tell them, hey, great, didn't ask for these. I like to share. I don't like to see. So I don't want to see these. And most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they're like, oh, sorry, my bad. I just thought it was like this. And it's like, yeah, you know, that's fair. You were wrong, but I understand why you thought that way. I don't hate you. We can keep doing stuff. But I've had like 2 people be like, yeah, but you wanted it. And it's like, I literally just told you I didn't want it. Yeah, but you're lewd. You wanted it. What the fuck is wrong with you? I hate that. Why? Like, why? That's the weirdest way to get dysphoria I had so far. I hate to be a personality guy, but that is what matters? Yeah. Listen, I'm a whore, but I'm still classy. Hell yeah. I heard you. I hate that. Why? Like, why? It's... I don't know. I'm lewd. I'm pretty fucking degenerate. But there's just things that's like, hey, you gotta go with consent. I'm fucking... Like, my biggest kink is CNC. And I'm still like, fucking consent, please. One day I'll send you my D, but I can't spoil it. Trust me, you will like it. That is just a red flag, Riddle. Literally, I will fuck you if you are chill and I like you. But it's like, they're shooting themselves in the foot. It's crazy. CNC, what is that? Consensual non-consent. It means, with regards to kinks, Command and Conquer, it means, taking by force is a hot fantasy to me. I don't think it's hot when it really happens. CNC Music Factory is a bland. Etwal, were you here when I was telling this? Where I was in a friend's stream, and we were talking about this. I was like, I don't know how much we could say how much degenerate stuff. It was Easterest, and he's like, we're pretty degenerate here. You can talk about anything. We can share all our favorite kinks. Mine's, and they say some crazy kink. What's yours, Elin? And I go, CNC. And the streamer just goes, CNC? I don't know what that is. And like 3 people go, consensual non-consent. So his chat goes, consensual non-consent, consensual non-consent, consensual non-consent. And a 4th person goes, Command and Conquer? And then a 5th person, consensual non-consent. And everybody just starts fucking ripping on that guy. It was like, you thought Command and Conquer was the kink? No. That is not the kink. Oh god, it was so funny. I want that guy right now. He's a real one. CNC Music Factory is a band. They did the Everybody Dance Now song. Oh. I mean, it makes sense though. Okay, it makes sense by the acronym, but contextually, it does not make sense. You have to be... That would fit under like a different... It does not make sense. That'd be like a video game kink. That would be like a winning at strategy games kink. And you would say specifically with Command and Conquer. It's like a sub kink. It's like a sub kink, but it's... If somebody says I'm into CNC, it is a jump to think Command and Conquer is the right context. And you don't need to worry, it's not weird. I'm not talking about the game, though. Okay, technically, yes. But they were talking about the game. Command and Conquer, not safe for work mods. Riddle, who is the cute Nanachi? Nick, it's Alex. This is Alex. Why are you asking Riddle? I feel like you ask me a question so many times, Nick, and then just have to go AFK. I like getting destroyed in Command and Conquer. Hell yeah. Same. How did we get on this conversation? It started with the VR chat post. I don't own her. I just wish she'd say goodbye before changing worlds. A lot of people are like, do you even know if she's going somewhere else or is she just crashing? If it's that sudden, she might just have a bad PC, bro. I mean, I do want to command you and conquer you. Okay, okay. Irish goodbye gang. I like doing the Irish goodbye. I like just bouncing when I want to leave. But I like getting the goodbye when someone else is leaving. And so I try to be fair and also say goodbye when I leave somewhere. How are we at 1 degree while sitting? Because we finished our walk, and Octomage spoils me and gave me 1 degree incline as we ended. Well, I can't just not increase the incline, even though we're not walking anymore. I still gotta show that it's been increased. And so, we're at 1 degree. And, we're just chilling. Because he was too deep in the conversation to answer my question. I did answer it, though. I answered it right away, Nick. You asked who the Nanachi was, and I said it was Aspie Alex. I just bounce. I'm not going to sit there and wait 5 minutes or interrupt a conversation to say bye. Too shy. I interrupt now. I try to interrupt because I feel like people don't mind a quick interrupt that's also coming with an apology. If I say, sorry to interrupt, heading out, good night, love you, I've never had anybody get mad at me for that. You do the half Irish goodbye where you speedily say, okay, gotta go, bye, DC. I do that a decent bit. Okay, gotta go, bye. Disconnect. Okay, okay. What if that Reddit poster did end up dating the girl, but she actually did just have constant crashes and they keep getting close to kissing, but then she crashes every single time? How are you, Cairo? Good, Nick. How are you? The double wavies, LOL. I want Cairo to get a double wavies emote so bad. Because they on their stream, they just really enjoy that they have 2 hands. And so they're constantly just like, hi, hello, hello. And they do double wavies. Yeah, I'm good. Sorry, Nick. I'm in the car going to work. Next time I get paid, hell yeah. I double wave too. I never double wave. I always wave with my right hand. Somebody will pop in, I'll be like, hi. I just need to find somebody to do animated emotes. I'd say Spacefish, but she has a months-long waiting list. I can give you another name, but I need to check with them first. I need to see if they're still open right now. Open up the game, Blizzard. Yeah, get back to me. I love that all the WoW people are here just like, why isn't it open? Fucking let me get my vault. Logitech is probably killing time on Satisfactory. I have a problem in Satisfactory right now. I don't know where to build my base. I'm at the part where I can start building pretty stuff. And I want to, like, build stuff that lasts, not stuff that I'm planning to tear down. But I'm like, wait, I don't know where to build my main structure. I didn't think of this. I want to sim. I want to do the theater. I want to do hollow place thingy. I do not want to do 9s, but I need to. Ugh. The highest I've done is a 4 so far. But I haven't been pushing at all. I don't like Mythic Plus. And so, I've been living in Delves a lot. 9s, more like Delve. Plus 10 with Fort and Tyrion is like weird. Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna lurky, you're cute, Yulin. Thank you for stopping by, Etwell. Excellent job on the world. I really like it. It just feels wrong. Yeah, we were explaining it to somebody. They were like, which week is it tomorrow? Fortified or tyrannical? And everybody was like, it's both. They've changed it. And they're like, what do you mean it's both? And we're like, how do you explain the word both to somebody? It will be tyrannical and fortified next week. And the week after that. And always from now on. And they were like, I fucking hate this game. That's weird. Yeah, but it's fort until 10. Is it one or the other until 10, and at 10 it's both? Yeah? Okay. You know what that means? Never having to wait for push week. Every week is push week. It does switch? Yeah, okay. I think they were asking about plus 10s. It was Nix and Will. And Nix was like, what do you mean it's both? And Will was like, at 10, it's both now. You know what that means? Fish. Just makes it worse for pugs. The triple timer gain on death? Yeah. It's just a toxic game mode. I think it has problems. I think the triple timer on death is not necessarily good. Pugs shouldn't be going past 10. I do think Mythic Plus is the best content of WoW. I think that is the most easily accessible, the most farmable, and what people are enjoying the most. I think raids are like the pinnacle and like way more interesting and like technically complex, but it is hard to get a raid group going compared to a Mythic Plus group. God, your take is so meme. I don't know. There's way more people doing Mythic Plus than raids, so it's hard to say from a business standpoint that Mythic Plus is not the best content in WoW. Okay, so like, think about it right now. How many tanks healers are in a raiding guild? Now you have like a roster of maybe 25 to 30. You need 5 people per, but they are mostly just DPS. Raids boring and not the pinnacle. Yeah, but you're weird, Freezy. You're going through your PvP arc where you're like, all I want to do is PvP is blood. You do not represent the standard player. So the math does not work. They are making you pug? To an extent. If it was just the math crit, if it was just like, this guild has 2 tanks, 5 healers, and 18 DPS, and when we're not accounting for, you know, extras, yeah, the math doesn't work out. But the thing is, you would be fucking hard-pressed to find a guild that every person only has 1 character. It's just not gonna happen. Every single guild is gonna have some ultaholics, and you're gonna have some people that they have tank alts, they have healer alts, they have DPS alts. Is it going to perfectly balance out? No. But there's some wiggle room for it, right? Okay, Yules, we need the vault. I agree. That's what I mean. I do agree. I do agree. On our mains? Yeah, and that does put, like, you know, if it's not a perfectly even spread, that's a little rough, right? Because it means if you're the type of person that has a tank alt and a DPS main, that's a shitty situation to be in, right? Because you need it on your DPS, and then everybody's asking you to go on your tank as well. I always have the problem crit, and this is why I hate Mythic Plus. In Legion, everybody wanted to run Mythic Plus a million times, and there were 2 tanks in the guild, right? And we actually didn't have many people that had tank alts. I think we got more eventually, but right at the start, everybody wanted the 2 tanks. And so I was getting asked to Mythic Plus all day, every day. And it was just like, oh my god, guys, I don't want to run 20 dungeons a week. It's miserable. And people got mad at me because I wasn't running with them. And it was like, I don't want to run this many dungeons. It's a perfect system for a group of 5. I don't think I think it should have a better solution for vault keys for raiders. I feel like if you're doing raids, you shouldn't be getting better gear from your vault stuff. I feel like the raid should be enough to give you a better gear, but I don't know how to balance that. Because obviously people are going to push way fucking harder in vaults than they will get with raids. They're making you pug. Oh wait, Stone Talus drop a lot of stuff. I literally show up to raid as Unholy and press 2 buttons to get number 1. You are also the highest geared person in the guild, Farisu. I remember my PvP arc, I was so edgy in my teens. DPS cannot heal or tank early in the expansion. They can, it's just, you know, it's a shit ton more effort than somebody just doing one. Damn, that mean to Farisu, Yulin. What more do I need to do for you to think my opinion isn't weird? Nothing. There's nothing you can do. It's already corrupted. It's gone. You can't redeem it. You can't be a virgin a second time. Okay, Yields, we need the vault. That's what I mean. On our mains. Like, I'll pug. It's fine. Just a flawed system. I will say that at the end of the expansion, Mythic Plus gets better. I will return to Mythic Plus after my PvP adventure ends. My old GM was like that too. He was too nice and got burnt out. You need to do Mythic Plus for CE rating. It's dumb. That's... If they can figure out that solution. If they can make it so that, like, you can get your vault stuff just from raiding, that's ideal. Because I fucking hate being in a heroic raiding guild, and it's like, oh, to get the best gear, I need to be getting a maxed out vault key from Mythic Zeros every week. Mythic Plus. That's like, I hate this. That's not true. Waifu Healer has more gear. I return with pepperoni pizza bagels. Homemade big ones? Hell yeah. Okay, here. Make delves give mythic gear. I will do the delves all day. I outgrew delves, though. Yeah. Yeah. It's... I want to be able to get delves and, like, gear out from that and keep up with the people that are, like, running Mythic Zeros. If I'm a little bit behind, I'm okay with that. If I can keep up, I'm happy. And honestly, tanking, I think a lot less about it, right? Because on tanking, I'm not comparing myself to the DPS anywhere near as much as I was as a DPS. They should make tier 12, 13 give mythic. No reward other than cosmetic for 13. Wait, what? Is that tier 12 and 13 mythics plus, or is that delves? I'm okay with that for delves. 12, 13 or Zekbeer? I thought that's the way it was. I thought you didn't get better gear over 8 in delves. My work used to have pizza bagel sandwiches in our cafe, and I miss them so much they bang. 12, 13 or Zekbeer? At that point, though, you need a group? I solo 12, 13, still spam 12s for Valor Stones. That'll just become the new M+. That sounds awesome. I do it at... You are a tank. I do it as an holy, not as blood. There's some classes that, you know, they're just better solos, right? Any Death Knight spec, any Shaman spec. I'd say Warlocks and Hunters have an easier time. Anything that's, like, somewhat tanky and can really take advantage of Brand's rolling heal, will have a much easier time. Not that it's a walk in the park, but anybody that's tanky enough to, like, take advantage of his rolling heal. I will in fact press AMS and not ever Death Strike in Zekbeer, because everything in T3 one hits you. Oh hey Yulin, I can make a super fancy speeder that looks really snazzy. You want one? No, I'm gonna throw those characters away. Oh, I have 2 proxy streams up now. Did I fucking freeze? Aw. I keep telling you this, fool. The characters only exist to make walking videos. I don't want to get nice things on them because I'm not planning to play them at all. Good luck on your vault, Ewan. I hope I have good luck with it. We will see. I'm very glad PvP is not on the vault, though. I can agree with that. That one I'm 100% like, yes. I hate PvP isn't in the vault anymore. Yeah, but that's because you like PvP. I feel like PvP should be a completely different system. Just keep the gear separate. It should not be in the vault. I fucking hate the idea of, like, you PvP and that helps you in PvE. It's almost like now there is nothing for PvPers. Go get your own PvP gear. You get gear and gems for PvP. What? Just take out PvP from the game. I don't want them to take it out from the game. I fucking hate when I want to raid and a game is like PvP so that you can benefit in your raid. I despise that so much. You get sockets, not gems. You literally get gem sockets from PvP. You know what I meant. It's... Also go look at Liquid's Rockster, where half the players have PvP gear at 610 with sockets in it. PvEers don't PvP, by the way. I don't want to PvP. I'm not going to. Even if it's a benefit, I'm not gonna do it. They all hated it. I'm sure, like, some of them liked it. But I bet most of them fucking hated it. The idea of, like, I have to PvP to, like, benefit in PvE is just... That's the worst system in every regard to me. Liquid does it because they need the gear. PvPL. You know who likes PvP? Melee. Yeah. I've definitely always liked PvP more when I can play Juggernaut, where it's like, I'm tanky and don't die right away. And why? Because they get lots of kicks and utility for PvP. Casters in WoW literally is the worst, most boring role. I don't find casters boring. I find them more glass cannony, right? Oh, hey guys, I'll turn my camera and queue up a spell for 1.2 seconds. Snore. Oh my god, Farisu. You gotta chill. You gotta take a step back. You do mechanics as a range. There are times, melee just melee brain the whole fight. No, you don't do mechanics as a range. That's how it's always been. What? No. Okay, Farisu. If there's anything that's like, go click this, go stand in this, be here for this, it is always range. Who does the webs on the council? We don't have melee doing it. Team of Soak Jarrah says melee literally the worst thing, and if they get a mechanic they don't know what to do. I like playing ranged when a raid is particularly bad for like a lot of the shit in melee. If there's a lot of fire and explosions and just AoE around the boss, and it's like, it's getting to the point where it's hard to see, that's where range starts appealing to me more. But if there's a fight that's like, you constantly have to be running back and forth as range because you have to do the mechanics while range sits there and just trails the boss. And it's just like, oh, well, it's easy for you, so they get to patchwork it while I have to do the mechanics. That makes me want to play melee. Trying to think of a Mythic Plus season or raid where melee had it easier. Any fight where there is a movement is a melee fight. I can think of like, I mean, we could go through every boss in the game of every expansion, and we could, you know, categorize it as, is this a melee or is this a range fight, right? One of the worst examples, Silken Court, literally melee fight, yeah. One of the worst examples, and I don't know why I thought of this first, Magtheridon, back in BC, as melee, you literally just hit the boss. That's all you did. You just got to hit the boss. And as ranged, you got to be part of one of the two groups that had to go stand out at the cubes for 20 seconds at a time. That shit sucked. In the current raid, I'd say it's a little indifferent on the first boss. It's melee and ranged. Oh, I'm gonna cough. Second fight. I wouldn't say it's particularly melee or ranged. For the, range had to go up and down. Which one is Desolate Host? Is that the second boss? There's a lot of running around, which I can see being better for melee, but I feel like there's some range. No, it's the sixth boss on Tomb. Okay. The second boss in Palace, I can see some range classes getting fucked by the amount of running they have to do. You know, get in the cone, get to the ads. That boss was 100% better as ranged. LOL, what? I'm unfamiliar with Desolate Host. I never did that one on Mythic. I don't know. I can't say melee or range for second boss in Palace. Third one, I would probably say this is a ranged fight, because melee have to run out and stand with a mechanic, where ranged don't have to stop attacking if they get the mechanic. Rashanon, say it's indifferent between the two. Broodmother, for the most part, indifferent between the two. But maybe, I don't know, I can see it being a little annoying for both of them. Melee has to chase down ads. Range has to do a lot of moving around. Artisan lots of movement there. We did not 3-tank that fight. It was a 3-tank fight with the KB ads. My guild did. Was the easiest prog boss in the raid. Hilariously, 2 pulls. Lots of burst save we needed. This is still Tomb of Sargeras, right? Princess. I don't know, there's a lot of movement for range. There's a lot of running out for melee. I feel like this one could go either way. Court is 100% a melee fight. That just is. And then Queen. I would call this more a ranged fight. Well, Queen is def melee. Well, so here's the thing. When she's doing the suck, I can see a lot of people sucking at, like, being able to DPS while she's doing the suck. And I could see that being ranged and melee, right? I could see a mage blinking out, standing in place and doing their full rotation, getting close, blinking out, doing the same thing, time locking out, and, like, taking full advantage of just never having to move for that. But then I think of, like, you know, Balance Druid, and, like, what the fuck are they gonna do? They're gonna, like, Tiger's Dash out once and then get to stand still for a little bit, and then they just have to run around a lot and do Moonfires. Whereas, like, as melee, when she's doing the pull-in, are they fast enough to just hold the backspace, not the backspace, the back key, and be moving backwards in place without getting sucked in? It has movement. It's a melee boss. That's what I'm getting right now. What are we sucking? Alondris was a ranged boss and the most movement of any boss in WoW's history. Yeah, it's too easy to just mash your button and keep DPSing while walking as melee. Anduin is literally a range favored boss. Jailer range favored. Most council bosses range favored. All I'm getting from you two is that, like, the grass is greener on the other side of the fence. Your chat has ruined me. Heard lots of sucking and DPS. Hell yeah. I don't think movement is the only factor. I think there's some movement fights that are going to be better for range. But in general, I would say a heavy movement fight favors melee. I've mythic rated as melee and ranged. Definitely always easier as ranged. I disagree with that. It is not always easier. I think fights can go one way or the other, or be even. But to say it's always easier for this, I'm just like, why? I don't agree. And why are you playing melee? Oh, because I like Death Knight tanking. I'm really worried that you two are like taking it personally and getting irritated with each other. I'm really hoping it's just banter and like you two are fine with each other. Shit, what was I gonna say? Forgot what I was gonna say. Okay, it's not gonna switch my playing style. I'm just trying to understand. I know. It definitely feels like a difference of opinions. Because, like, there's things that I think are difficult and other people find easy, right? And then something else will come up and be like, this is the fucking easiest thing in the world. And they're like, what? Huh? A lot of people find Kassadin in League of Legends hard. For anybody that doesn't know what Kassadin is, despite it being a 12 or 13-year-old game. Kassadin teleports with his ult. And every time he ults, for 6 seconds he gets a buff that doubles the mana cost and damage of his teleport. So if you see Kassadin ramp that up 8 or 9 times, it's a pretty good sign he's looking to go aggressive. Wait, World starts today? Oh shit, does it? If you see Kassadin teleporting a lot, he's looking to go in. So he's very easy to read when he's planning to do damage and when you need to play safe. Most people consider Kassadin hard because he's so easy to read, and you know when he's going to be aggressive. But I have a friend who he plays Kassadin, he just goes 10-0. He just wins with Kassadin. And he'll be like, dude, Kassadin is so easy, this champion's free. And it's like, literally the entire world considers this a high skill champion. It's great that he's easy for you, but like, you are arguing with the fucking world on this. Kassadin is a menace to mages. Wait, World starts today? Oh shit, I might watch it. 17 hours. I love seeing the pros make insane plays. In 17 hours? Damn. Holy shit. We're almost at 1 p.m. I got very tired very suddenly. You also love arguing with the world in some cases. I sometimes do. I like it when I have a point that people go, oh, actually, that is a different perspective. I can see the logic in that. When people start going, you're a fucking idiot, no, then I'm like, did you even listen to what I said? And I just wildly have people in top mythic groups. Raiding guilds say melee is harder in range, but suddenly melee easier, I don't know. Yeah, that's why a one trick would be better at a champ than a professional. Okay, we're gonna end. I love all of you. I love you too. You're making me nervous. But we're gonna take our nap. Good night. Where are we going? We have so many targets. Oh, there's 2 people that I really would like to raid. Thanks for streaming. You see you later, Heart. Thanks for the stream. Thank you guys for keeping me company. I haven't decided where to go yet. I'm like looking at. I'm like, oh, there's that person. I haven't gone to Mrs. in a long time, so let's go there. Their title is Finishing Mass Effect 1 for real, I hope. I'm the KHA 1 trick, basically. For what I know, I am maybe 1 rank higher than my current rank when I play him. Which means Platinum Emerald instead of Gold. Forgot the order. Love y'all. God bless y'all. My problem with League is anytime I find a character I like and enjoy and start doing well and become a 1 trick with, Riot fucking nerfs or reworks them. I was a Kale 1 trick, rework. Skarner 1 trick, Juggernaut update. 80 Nidalee, rework. What else was it? Sejuani, hard fucking nerf. Granted, you know, that one was a little deserved. It just keeps fucking happening to me. They're gonna hate this. Let's see, behavior. Again, this map is Sequoia Den. It's by Etoile. We love Etoile. We love this map. Alright, socials. Flash raid. Mrs. Good job on your walkies, you gay. Thank you. Love you all. God bless you all. Get nerd to hell, Rip Elise. I was ripping tits with her. Her mobility was OP. Love you, Juice. Her level 3 Granks are annoying, and she counters me. I never play her as jungle. Bot lane. Thank you, everybody, for keeping me company. We did 5.4 miles. Hell yeah. We're gonna go say hi to Mrs. They're playing Mass Effect. I've known Mrs. a long fucking time. He went from, like, model editor and channel editor of a big streamer to being a big streamer himself. He's also just the fucking cutest witch. That being said, I love you. Stardew Valley later tonight. Bye.
Soon, nowhere will be safe.